stretching time, floating free, gotta ease his mind. Wings spread wide through the blue, flying high, nothing else to do. In the cockpit, it's just him and the breeze. Captain Canada feeling at ease. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Turbulence can't shake his vibe, every puff makes him feel alive. He's the captain you can't confide, loving life and stretching time. Sunset glow as he climbs higher, heart beats to his own choir. With a grin, he takes another puff, but Captain seen no skies too tough. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs. Stretching time in the open air, flying high without a care. Captain Canada soaring free, smoking sky, all he needs.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. Hope you guys are all doing well. Happy Thursday afternoon, my friends. Nisbo, good to see you, my friend. XLT, welcome back. Greg Elwell, good to see you. Noah, welcome. Captain Will's in the house, good to see you, dude. Jake is here. Airbound, welcome back, my friend. Hope you're well. RTR fan, welcome back. Captain Goose, good to see you. G-Man, welcome. Digital, good to see you, my friend. Harley, welcome back. Wagwan, what's going on? Shadow Gallery, good to see you, man. Welcome. P-Thib, celebrating 7 months. Huge no floaties to you, P-Sib. Thank you very much. P-Thibs, not P-Sibs. P-Thibs. Thank you for 7 months, my friend. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Amar, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Aviation Fanatic, welcome. Good to see you. Huskers is in the house. Welcome back. Mitchell Taylor celebrating 38 months. Thanks so much, Mitchell. Appreciate you. Says, 38 months. Another awesome stream. Thank you so much, my friend. We got Grant Glossop celebrating 23 months. One more month until he's repping the 2-year badge. Thanks so much, Grant. Appreciate you, my friend. And we got Captain Goose celebrating 2 months. Thanks so much, friends. Appreciate you guys. Huge no floaties to all of you celebrating your big milestones in chat. Thank you very much for supporting the streams. Truly do appreciate it. We have Nadya on the vertical stream as well as Daily Driven. Welcome aboard, my friends. I hope you guys are all doing well over there as well. Thanks for joining in, hanging out. XLT, welcome. Leonard, good to see you, man. Welcome. Hope we're doing well. Gamer Matthias, welcome back. Sheldon, good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard, friends. Alaska Airlines MAX8 ops. Originally, we were going to go to Spokane, but the scenery in Spokane is it's freeware and it leaves a lot to be desired. So I figured we'd go to Vertical Sim Boise. We'll go to some nice scenery. Good friend Vertical Sim. Fantastic scenery down in Boise. So we're going to do Seattle, Boise, Portland. And then this evening's stream is going to be Air Canada MAX8 from San Francisco to Vancouver. We were going to do that, I think 2 weeks ago, the last time we were in the MAX, and then my power went out. So we couldn't do that on a Thursday evening stream. So that's what we're going to be doing this week, friends. Air Canada MAX8 from San Francisco up to Vancouver if you're looking for something to do in the evening stream. Daniel, welcome aboard. It is a cool livery. Yeah, honoring those that serve Alaska Airlines. It is a beautiful livery. I do agree. Tanner DeMobile, welcome back. Hope you're well, man. Nick B, good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Daniel, good to see you. Enat, welcome aboard. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Welcome, welcome. And happy Thursday afternoon, my friends. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's get this bad boy programmed, ready to rock and roll. We're looking at just about an hour into Boise today, and I believe it'll be just about an hour over to Portland as well. Weather is not so nice here in Seattle. Overcast, broken, not the nicest weather. It is Seattle, so to be expected, especially in these early mornings. Finishing up a flight in the 777 from SFO to Auckland. Ooh, that's a long one, dude. Jeez. Hopefully you have a nice, smooth arrival. Alex, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Mike L., good to see you, man. Francisco, welcome aboard, my friend. Hope you're having a great Thursday and a great week as well. We got a fun week coming up here, friends. We're going to be in the MAX8 today. We're doing a long haul in the MAX8 on Saturday. For those of you that didn't know, Saturday we're going Iceland, Reykjavik, over to Nashville, Tennessee. We're doing the Iceland Air 737 MAX 8. So I'm really looking forward to that one. It's been a while since we've done a MAX 8 long haul, but that is the plan for Saturday. So if you're looking for something to do Saturday afternoon into the evening, that's what we'll be doing on Saturday. And then on Sunday and Monday, we're going to jump in the PMDG 737 NG, and we'll be doing some flights. Probably get some flights over in Europe Sunday, Monday. Maybe not both days, but at least one of the days we'll get some ops over in Europe, and that should be a fun way to round off the week here in the 737. And then I'll have a poll up, actually, probably on Sunday or Monday's stream. I'll let you guys decide what we're going to be doing next week. I've heard a lot of people asking for some heavy cargo ops. So next week we might dust off the MD-11 and A300, do some heavy cargo ops, Europe, North America, up in Canada, somewhere around there. So, bit burned out with Flight Sim, taking the pause until new things come out. That's understandable, man. I mean, there should be a lot of good things on the horizon. A220, did everybody see the Majestic Q400 update that they released on their forums? So good to know that project is not dead and it's still chugging along, so that's good. Decided update to Sim Update 3 beta yesterday, and for some reason my PC is acting way better than Sim Update 2 so far. Great news, great news. Pardon me, Shazeb, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well, man. Where are we flying today? Should say right in the title, Airbus. We are going from Seattle to Boise over to Portland. Should be a fun one, that is for sure. Mr. GMC with 5 gifted members to the channel. Huge no floaties to you, Mr. GMC. Thank you very much for the continued support, my friend. That is incredibly kind. Huge no floaties to Mr. GMC in chat. Guys, if you got them, and more importantly, if you just received a free gifted membership for 1 month, courtesy of Mr. GMC, make sure you get a big thank you in chat. Mr. GMC always coming in with the love. Thank you, GMC. Appreciate you, my friend. Kevin, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Don't we all miss the 777 freighter? I mean, we could also dust that one off next week if we do some heavy cargo. I usually tend to not fly 3 airplanes in a week just because I like to spend some time getting used to flying the aircraft. That's usually why I do, a week in a certain aircraft. Last week, we flew 3 airplanes as well. We flew the Fly-by-Wire 380, we flew the Phoenix A321, and we flew the Anybuilds 350. So last week was a busy week. Maybe we'll do that. Not this week. This week we're dedicating to 737s, but maybe next week we could do A300, 777, MD-11. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how she goes. Andre, good to see you, man. Says, hey, Cap, flight from DFW today, leaving for the airport in an hour. Very cool, man. Enjoy your flight. Enjoy your flight. What are you flying on? That should be pretty fun. All right, let's jump inside the aircraft. We're fully boarded. We're ready to go. So they're just waiting on me now. So let's jump inside here. Let's start working on some systems. Let's start working on our weight and balances. And we'll get this bad boy ready to go over to Boise this afternoon, my friends. First thing is first, let's go to performance and payload. We're going to go to our weight and balance tab today. And we are going to start plugging in some information. Passengers today, we have a total of 149 passengers going over to Boise, so we'll plug in 149. Good. Cargo on today's flight, 2974, so I'm going to put 974 in the forward, and we'll put 2000 in the aft. Beautiful. Fuel for today's leg, 5100 kgs of fuel, so we'll bug that up. Wonderful. We'll set payload. Hate how GSX does that. We'll set payload, we'll set fuel, and we'll go ahead and complete that bad boy over there. Beautiful. Let's spend some time down here on the FMC. I do have my physical unit here beside me, so if you don't see me making any manipulations on the screen, it's because I do have my physical unit down here beside me. Now, I'm not using the WinWing. I don't have the WinWing for Boeing. I have the WinWing CDU for Airbus, but I have the Cockpit Master FMC, which works with quite a bit of airplanes, to be honest with you. I really hope WinWing can go down that line as well in the near future, where we don't have to buy a physical FMC for every aircraft that we own. This FMC works with the 777, 737 from PMDG, it works with the iFly 7.3, it works with the PMDG 747, works with a bunch of airplanes and X-Plane as well. Now, do keep in mind, this is a very expensive product, probably about 3 or 4 times the price of the Winwing CDU. Honestly, now that I've had my Winwing CDU, I can't really say that the Cockpit Master is 4 times better as far as performance goes. I really feel like they're almost identical, so just keep that in mind when you're shopping for FMCs, that's for sure. Waiting for more BFU FS Labs 2024, iFly 2024. Yeah, it could be some fun stuff as well. Yeah. Frontier A320. Nice. Well, that'll be fun, man. Very, very cool. All right, let's go to our pause and hit button here. We are sitting on the ground in Seattle. We'll go ahead and grab that. Wonderful. We'll go to our next page. We'll grab our left GPS. We'll scroll back. We'll set our IRS position. Good. Go to our route tab. You can see Seattle is down there, and we're going to put in K-Boy for Boise, and we'll throw that into our company route. We'll activate and execute that. Beautiful. Call sign this afternoon or this morning, Alaska 1034. Go ahead and throw that up into there, into our flight number. Beautiful. Let's go over to our departure page. Let's go and have a look-see here what the winds and weather is doing. I had it open earlier. I was taking a look. 170 at 7, 5-mile visibility. Oh, weather just updated. 200 at 8, 2.5-mile visibility. Broken at 600, overcast at 2200. Altimeter 3009. Well, with that, we know that we're still probably going to be departing on runway 16 left, and I believe that we're going to be on the Summa 2 departure with the Baker City transition. That is what we have planned in there. So, we'll go ahead and select the Summa 2 departure. Good. Out of 16 left. Good. Transition is going to be Baker City, BKE, and we'll go ahead and execute that. Beautiful. Let's go to our legs tab. We'll scroll through. Everything looks good there. We'll go back to our arrival page. Arrival into Boise today is going to be the Kean 4 arrival. We have the Devil transition, and we're going to see at the weather into Boise. Weather showing 140 at 7, 10-mile visibility, clear, 25 degrees. Warm. Warm in Boise this morning. We have the ILS 10 right planned. I believe that is probably the best runway to take. So you can see here it's going to be out to Jimmy, and then from Jimmy we're taking the ILS Zulu runway 10 right. So we'll go ahead and select that. ILS Zulu 10 right. There it is there. And our transition for clean. I don't think we need clean as our transition. No, we definitely don't need clean because we're coming in like this from Jimmy. Clean would be if we're coming in like this. Yeah, you can see clean right here. So no clean, no transition on that, and we'll execute that. Good. If we go to our legs, again, we can scroll through. We can make sure we don't have any discontinuities, which we don't. Wonderful. Everything looks good there, friends. Let's go back to our NITREF. Let's start plugging in some information here. 61.2 is the zero fuel weight today. We'll call 5.1 on our planned fuel reserve. We're going to go with 2. Cost index is, I'm going to bump that up to 25 instead of 5. Actually, you know what? We'll put 15 instead of 5. Get a little bit better performance on the climb. We're cruising up at 33,000.
What does Jeremy think of CPT Canada flying the 737 MAX?
It's a good question. Jeremy, how do you feel about me flying the 737 MAX? I think that was XLT coming in with the love. Thank you so much, XLT. I think that was. Media share. Hold on. There we go. Yes. No, it was RTR fan. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you. Hopefully Mr. Clarkson likes that we are flying the 737 MAX8 today. Thank you for your support, my friend. Appreciate you as always, dude. Let's get some no floaties in chat. We got RJ celebrating 23 months as well. That's 2 23-month subscriptions today, friends. 2 of you are almost going to get your 2-year badges. Very, very nice. How's the weather up there? The rainy city living up to its name. It is raining today, yes. It's actually been beautiful for the last like 3 or 4 days leading up until today. But yes, it's pretty rainy and very humid out there today. Very humid. Not a long flight today. Well, there's 2 flights, Harley. They're about an hour each, about an hour and a half gate to gate, so around normal. Remember that we are live again this evening, so I tend to do not the longest Thursday afternoon streams just because we are live again in a couple hours afterwards. But we are live again tonight. We're going to be doing some Air Canada MAX8 ops tonight, San Francisco to Vancouver. So that's going to be a fun one as well. All right, winds 273 at 43. We'll bug that in. ISA deviation is +8. We'll execute that. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. Good. We'll go over to our N1 limits. Then we'll jump back over here to our electronic flight bag. We're going to copy FMS data. We're going with a flap 5 departure. AC is on. Oops, sorry. AC is on. Anti-ice is off. We'll calculate that. I'm showing 51 degree on the cell temp. So we'll throw in a 51 degree cell temp. Beautiful. Altimeter is not 299 but that's okay. And then our V speeds, I'm showing flaps, sorry, let me put down here, flaps 5 degrees, CG weight 24.4, trim value 476, and our V speeds 35, 36, 48. 35, 37, 48, basically the exact same thing. So we'll go ahead and pound those in. Beautiful. Pre-flight is complete here, friends. We'll go get the forward fuel pump on, and we'll go ahead and spool up the APU. Other than that, we're pretty much good to go. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to our menu. We're going to go to our systems page. We're going to go back one page. We're going to go doors. We're going to close you. We're going to go next page. We're going to close you and close you. Wonderful. And then we can come back here and we go ground support. And as soon as we're good with the APU, we'll go ahead and remove the ground power and the chocks, and we'll go ahead and start pushing ourselves back here, my amigos. We doing the evening flight today since it's Thursday? Yes, there is an evening flight today. Can we do Phoenix to DFW this week? Maybe. We'll see. That is always a good option. New GSX update, finally, the new Cobus. What's Cobus? The buses? Which payware aircraft would you say has less of an effect on performance?
In the cargo holds today?
AJ.
There better not be any snakes aboard, because if you know me, I get pretty tired on snakes on planes.
Nice. Huge no floaties to you, man. RTR fan and AJ, thank you very much for using the beautiful Tangia up top in chat. Thank you very much, guys. I really do appreciate you. Did you see SimCFI's preview of the flight model update? Yes, I have. I actually speak with SimCFI quite a bit on Discord. We share some information between one another. Looks good, man. I mean, it looks really good. I really think that's all that airplane needs to kind of bring it into today's standards. So fingers crossed it's going to be good. He says it's good, so fingers crossed, man. We'll see how she goes. Anders, thanks so much for business class subscription. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for the continued support, sir. Very, very kind of you. Huge no floaties to you, Mr. Anders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we should have the APU on and available, which we do. We'll go and get the APU generators on. We'll get the APU bleed on. Beautiful. We'll flip this over to APU gen, and the rest of that is looking good, friends. Let's go ahead and disconnect the external power. We'll go and remove the chocks as well. We're done with that. Good. We'll put you back on the menu, put you back up over here. Wonderful. We'll go to GSX. We'll prepare for pushback and departure. Great. Let's go to the overhead. Seatbelt signs are on, anti-collision light comes on, 33,000 is set and checked on our pressurization panel. Go and get our window heat all on up here as well. We do have bleed pressure, we'll get the fuel pumps on, and we are looking good to go for engine start, friends. Very nice. Initial climb, 10,000, that's fine. We'll put 148 in this guy here, 148, beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and bug up our runway heading, which will be 160. I want to go forward. It's an IRL bus. Oh, interesting. Is there an option for, like, scroll wheel? Like, I feel like it just takes eons to scroll this thing. Now it seems to be going faster as soon as I talk about it. All right, 162 on the runway heading, and all of that looks good. All right, we have somebody beside us, no pushbacks around us, so we should be good to push back. Long time no see. Guess what? Array, what's up, my friend? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Can't stand too many rainy days. Need that sun. Sun is always good. I do agree. Yeah, absolutely. The sun is always good. I swear there's... I knew there was something in my shirt when I put it on this morning. Something was just scratching my neck, and I could feel it, and it felt like it was a little bit puffy. It's a bounce sheet, chat. There you go. Tail to the left. Yes. Going to Amsterdam tomorrow, plane spotting. Nice. That will be fun. Enjoy your trip, my friend. All right, park brakes are off. Oilers or Panthers? Man. As much as I want to say Edmonton, those Panthers look unstoppable, dude. They literally look unstoppable. Okay. Last thing that I forgot to do is auto ATC 3471. 3471. We're going to put you on, and we're going to put you over to TA only. Beautiful. All right, upstairs, engine number 1 over to ground. Good. Start valve is open. N2 percentage is on the rise. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. She's motoring. Got to give it a second here as she motors. We'll send pics, hopefully get time for Prague as well, waiting for the flights. Nice, very cool, man. Wish you all the best with that. All right, we're waiting for motoring to go away. As soon as motoring goes away, we can introduce fuel. There goes that. We'll introduce fuel. Engine number 1. Enjoy the startup. D'Angelo, thank you for your subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday, man. Excuse me. CTAF is 19.9. Thank you. I am CTAFing. Never get tired of the startup sound? Dude, the sounds on this airplane are phenomenal. There's no way around it. They're just phenomenal. Did the new GSX update get released? Yes, this morning. Because I flew last night and it still wasn't out, so.
Please set parking brakes.
Alright, good start on engine numero uno. Park brake is... I don't know why I'm getting such bad performance right now. Engine number 2 over to ground. I'm going to put you on FMC and you on legs. Good. Flite, can you maybe ever have a flight from Krakow to Schiphol in the 787-800 by TUI jet? That'd be kind of fun, Netherlands. Yeah, we'd have to... that could be a fun one, for sure. We'll have to consider that one next time we're in the 787. That could definitely be a fun flight. MK Seattle is bad on performance for me, too. I flew last night. I was getting like 65, 70 frames. Weird. I don't know why. Is anything like going crazy? No. It's fine on that side of things. I don't know. Evening route, we're going Seattle to Vancouver. Seattle, Vancouver, my friend. Seattle, Vancouver. Tried to do a tour flight at school yesterday. Can't wait to start this journey. Nice. Very cool, Sean. Congrats, dude. Amir, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. How much will it be? About 20 updates behind GSX by now? You definitely want to update it because they fix and do all kinds of things. So, short flight, wouldn't you say? It's about an hour, Andre. I mean, it's pretty common, I would say, for the channel. Nothing too crazy. Remember, we have a Thursday evening stream as well. So the Thursday afternoon streams tend to be a little bit shorter, just because we do have an evening stream tonight. I wouldn't really say it's a crazy short flight. Gen 1 is on, APU gens are off, engine start switches over to continuous, good. Bring those sounds down here just a little bit. We'll come back down here, we'll go and get our auto brake over to max RTO, good. We'll get our flight directors, left side, right side, LNAV, VNAV, good. We'll set flaps 5 degrees for departure. Oh, Caps, 777-200 worth getting right now, and chase plane, I would say yes. Which airplanes do you have? Name at least 5, and what flight sim do you have? Well, you're watching Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, 2024, and
you
I have
people need to
X-Plane
understand that I'm a
11 and
farmer
12.
these days. I care not a jot whether you fly a bus or an explosive plug, as long as you don't scare the any.
Very true. GMC, thank you very much, my friend, for the Tangia donation. Huge no floaty, sir. Thank you very, very much for your support. As for what airplanes do I have, I feel like at this point it's what airplanes don't I have. I have lots and lots and lots of airplanes. You name it, if it's somewhat decent, I probably own it. You can count on that. Hey, Cap, no, long time no see, been busy, glad to be back. Alex, good to see you, man. Welcome back, dude. Hope you're well. How many airports do you have installed in your community folder? Not very many, because I use add-on linker. So, came back from an end of semester party, got way too drunk because the boys kept buying me drinks. I'm so glad to be home. Airplanes are my therapy. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. Kaveta, welcome aboard, my friend, and I'm glad you didn't get alcohol poisoning. Emad, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. What do you think of AeroFly? Never used it. Never. I don't really have any. Yeah, I've never really used it. I don't really know. Don't really know much about it, to be honest with you. What does add-on linker do exactly? It only installs the scenery that you're using, or the scenery that you have for your flights that you have pre-installed. So it's an extra step when you like want to do a flight. You gotta launch. You know, you have to launch. You have to launch add-on linker, and you need to install your scenery. But I find it really helps with the performance of the simulator. Like really helps. How many airplanes can you download in your community folder? You can have endless amount of airplanes in your community folder. Do you have the scenery for TNCC or TNCA? I believe so, JSpace. We don't really fly into there all that much, but I believe so, yeah. D'Angelo, good to see you, man, from North Dakota. Welcome aboard, my friend. How much money have you already spent on all of your flight sims? Thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. It's the best way that I can put it. I don't have an exact number for you, but I can tell you that it's probably thousands of dollars by now. Thousands, plural, with an S. That was realistic default 350 and 380, a realistic default 777, and a freighter, and a lot of smaller airliners too. Well, there you go. Sounds like a decent option. There comes a point where you do not want to know the number. Correct, Array. Correct, yes. There is a point. How much for that setup, respectively? I mean, you've got the radio stack, which is about 150 bucks. You've got the yoke, which is about 300 bucks. You got the throttle, which is about 100 bucks. You've got the FMC. You can't see that, but there's an actual FMC right here as well. That thing costs 700 bucks. I mean, you're talking are we talking the computer, D'Angelo, or are we talking like just like the peripherals that you see here? If we're just talking about the peripherals here, probably about $1,000 worth of hardware, maybe a little bit more. It's saying using reserve fuel. We won't worry about that. We're perfectly fine. Jerome, 26 months. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, dude. Thank you. What payware aircraft would you say has the least amount of performance in? Yes, sorry, Ryan. You asked that earlier. I would say probably any of the PMDG products. The PMDG products are fantastic when it comes to performance. So the PMDG 737, the PMDG 777, all of those airplanes are really good on performance. The iFly MAX8 is also quite good on performance, but I honestly think that PMDG wins with the optimization. They just do a fantastic job. Their optimizations are incredible. Thank you very much, Jerome, for 26 months. And Ryan, welcome back to business class, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very much for support, kid. This is going to piss me off. It keeps just saying, I'm just going to put 1 as our reserve fuel, and then it should go away. Stop saying stupid things to me. All right, good. Now we're good to go. Seattle traffic, Alaska, 10:34 lining up, runway 16 left for departure, Seattle. All right. Can vouch for 737. Lovely machines. Really get what you pay for in terms of performance there. Just wish they sold all the planes as a bundle. Yep, I agree with you on that one, man. If there's one thing that I could change about PMDG airplanes, it's the way that they price them. I do agree with you on that. I do agree that they need to bring like a little bit of a modern twist, if you will, to their pricing model, because it is the one downside of PMDG. I will agree with you 100% with that. I'm not even going to argue with that one. Not even going to fight you on that one. All right, joystick cam is on, friends. Sounds are going up. You guys ready to go? Let's go. She's going to be loud. Diamond Mike, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Throttle's up to about 40%, friends. Slight nose down pressure on the yoke. Insufficient fuel. Yeah, I don't know why it's saying this. See, it just went away. It's fine. Alrighty, we're stable. Toga. Let's go flying, friends. Takeoff power set. Airspeed's alive. 80 knots, we're neutral. positive rate. Gear up. Pitch for climb. She really wants us to blast out of here. Climbing like a madman, chat. That climb power's coming in. Let's go flaps up one. And speed check, flaps clean. Actually going to flip these. We'll go terrain radar. Good. Jesus. Oh boy, it's bumpy, chat. Hang on. Oh my dear Lord. That is some crazy turbulence. See how much down pressure I just applied on the yoke? Oh boy. Hang on, chat. Hang on, chat. Jesus. Holy hell. This is gnarly. Let's not fall out of the sky now. Look at our FD, Chad. We're just bouncing around everywhere. Holy macaroni. It's okay, we're about to break out. Jesus. That was some nasty thunderstorm clouds. Sheesh. Alright, we'll bring those sounds back so we don't go too deaf this morning. Wowzers. All right, well, let's bug up our cruise altitude. We're going up to 33,000 feet, so we'll bug that up. We are just almost at about 10,000 feet. Bug up 33. That was, that may be some of the worst turbulence we've had in a very long time, chat. Very long time. Wow. Thank you for flying my washing machine. Holy shit, chat. That was gnarly. I would have put autopilot on and let it do its job. Well, when the winds are shaking that bad, it can be a little bit crazy to throw on the autopilot sometimes. The autopilot might not be able to handle it and keep up with it, so I kept it hand flying. Landing lights are off, engine start switches off, logo lights off, wing lights off. We'll put the seatbelt sign to auto. We're up and above the clouds, so we should be good now. We're passing through 11,500. Beautiful. On our way. On our way, friends. Found you on VATSIM. Very cool. Renee, good to see my friend all the way from Chile. Welcome, welcome. Just flying to Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan's fun. We have some decent scenery actually out there. That could be a fun time. Could be a fun time, my friend. That turbulence reminds me of X-Men 11. Yeah, that was bad. I don't ever remember getting severe I would say that was borderline severe, moderate to severe turbulence off that departure. Hey, yeah. Chances are the autopilot would disconnect with that turbulence. 100%. Yeah, correct. Captain Stu from Portugal, IRL Swiss A320neo, and the pilot slammed it on the runway. Came in very hot. Uh-oh. Have you downloaded the latest GSX update? It's absolutely massive. I have not yet, Fuber. No, it released this morning. I didn't even see. Looking like Panthers Oilers. Maybe the rematch of last year. We'll see how she goes. And that's how you get strong forearms. Yeah, exactly. Hey Cap, hope all is well with you. The rise of X-Plane 12, especially the latest beta, do you not want to give it an After Dark try? Maybe. We'll see, man. I don't even have it installed anymore, DZ. I installed it about 6 months ago. So I don't even have X-Plane 12 installed, but we'll see. What is this thing here going on? What's happening with this? Why is it doing it twice? Okay, we'll come back here. We'll put that up there. We'll execute that. There we go. That's a little bit. I think that's why it was yelling using reserve fuel, is because it was like doubling back on us. I don't know why. It had that in there twice. Anyways, we're good now. I think that's why we were getting that error. Those can go to the off position, and I think everything else is good. Everything else is good. Pro-Peats, we're pressurizing. All of that is looking good. Oh, I forgot to turn those on. My bad. There we go. All right. That's what you're saying? Ah, well, thank you. DM Brody, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. This looks amazing. How much do you think of for a starter for computer and all? D'Angelo, I mean, if you're looking to build a PC when it comes to this sim, you're probably looking at $2,000, $2,500, somewhere around there, for a decent PC that'll be able to run the sim for a couple years. Yeah, and then obviously the peripherals. Now, you don't need to go and buy a $300 joystick or yoke if you're just getting involved in the flight sim. You could probably get away with just getting, like, you know, cheapest little joystick, a $50, $60, $100 joystick or something like that. Yeah, I agree with you, Austin. I almost feel like the Carolina Hurricanes are the Toronto Maple Leafs of the U.S. Great team, has unbelievable regular season, can never make it out of the playoffs. What a coincidence! I'm literally just about to fly Alaska Max, PHKO, Seattle, LAX. Nice, very cool. Nadya coming in with a $15 donation. Thank you so much, Nadya. Appreciate you, my friend.
Queen of Veskies donated $14.99.
Thank you, Nadya. Huge, huge, huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very much for the continued support. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No way Brendan Moore keeps his job after another disappointing out. It's a tough one. I think they just re-signed him, though, Sonny. Like, I literally think at the beginning or in the middle of this season, they just re-signed him. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're gonna fire him after just re-signing him. This is 2020. Yep, Boeing Alitalia. This is Microsoft 2020, my friend. Do you know if there's any hockey liveries for any Airbuses or anything that would be so sick to see some flight sim? Boston has a jet blue livery. I don't know if there are any other ones. Like Air Canada flies the Air Canada Jets, which is the all black business class 319 and 320s that they have. But I think the jet blue Bruins is probably the only one dedicated to a hockey team, to be honest with you. Thank you again, Nadya, for the support. Appreciate you, my friend, dropping the 15 Australian dollars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sródi, 3 years, 36 months, my man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Seattle cracking on the MAX8. Yes, you're right, actually. Vegas has Allegiant as well. There's an Allegiant Las Vegas Knights livery. Forgot about that one. Yep. All right, and we're still on CTAF, so we'll throw that over to Unicom now. Should do that sometime. We've done it a few times, Austin. Yeah, we've done it a few times. We've done some hockey charters before. Maybe we could do some, maybe we could do something with the Stanley Cup Finals around the corner. If it's going to be Edmonton to Florida or something like that. It's quite a long flight all the way down to Florida from Edmonton, so that could be a fun one. I thought AC only had black 320s. Yeah, you might be right, actually, Kev. I think they got rid of all their 319s. I don't even think they have any 319s anymore. I believe they're all retired. Panthers used to have one, but they don't anymore. Got you. Wait, don't the Detroit Red Wings have like an MD-11? Now, it doesn't have like a Detroit logo or anything on it, but not an MD-11. Yeah, no, an MD-80 or something like that, isn't it? Or an MD-10 or something? I thought Detroit had their own airplane. I could be wrong. You've done Calgary to Orlando IRL. Can't confirm it's long. Yeah, that's a long one, dude. That is a long one. Loki doing sports charters and Microsoft. Also fly around the world too, though. Yeah, very cool, Sean. Absolutely. Absolutely, my friend. A lot of NHL teams use Northern Pacific for charters. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. We're going to go Mach 77. Actually, we'll go 779 for our cruise today. That is good. Air Canada has one 319 left for the fleet. It's a toothpaste livery, which should be transferred to Rouge soon. Damn. Can you do a flight into Kai Tak? It'd be cool to see the checkerboard approach. Maybe you could use the MD-11 since they flew there IRL. Maybe, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I don't have too many. I don't have too many reasons to fly into Kai Tak. If I'm flying over that part of the world, I'd rather just fly into the new airport, to be honest with you. How's Henry? He's well. Very, very well. I brought him to the he won't let me trim his paws. So I brought him to the groomers on Tuesday afternoon. Brought him to the groomers. I'm in the groomers. I step outside. I bought something when I was at the groomers for him. I stepped outside to go put it in my car. I came back and I could literally hear this dog like screaming. And I thought in my head, I'm like, there's no way that's Henry. Like, the guy doesn't even bark, like, unless I tell him to bark, like, speak. He doesn't do anything. Like, he doesn't even make noise. He doesn't, like, growl. He doesn't do anything. So anyways, I walk in and I see them. I literally can see, like, Henry in the back room as he's getting his paws trimmed, and he's literally screaming. So I had to go back and, like, hold his paw while they were cutting his paw and, like, calm him down. Guy's absolutely ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. That's the Husky 100% in him. I've done all the Celtics ops for the last 3 seasons, something like 50K miles a season. Damn. That's crazy, dude. Hey, he's an absolute nut job. I don't understand. Drama king, exactly. Fellow Canadian sim pilot, Ride On, just joined the flight sim community in VATSIM. Hey, very cool, Brody. Very cool, man. Well, welcome aboard, dude. Welcome aboard. I've been at this for many, many years now, so if you have any questions, comments, concerns, hopefully myself or the community can answer them for you, mate. I'm going to submit a mod application after witnessing the absolute 250-hour move by V1. Hello, Catman Chat. Zippy! What did he do now? I must have missed it. I was over there watching yesterday while I was setting up all my streams over here, but good to see you, Zippy. Welcome, man. I have a high anxiety dog too. Yeah, he's got quite a bit of anxiety. I think just part of it's just because he was in the pound, right? I think that has a lot to do with it, to be honest with you. Started my PPL in about a month and a half. Excited, but my wallet doesn't like me. Yeah, it's expensive, man. How much does it cost nowadays to get your PPL? I know in Canada it's still, I think it's anywhere between like 10 and 13K or something. I think the question is, what did he not do at this point? Ah, got you. Well, he's flying IRL today. I know that. He was mentioning that earlier, or mentioning that in yesterday's stream, so hopefully he's having some good IRL flights today. My dog is absolutely the chillest dog in the world. I have to literally carry her into the groomer. She hates it. Yeah, I don't know. There's something about the groomers, right? 10 to 15K depending on where you go. Got you. Okay. Got you. 30 to 35 if you go to College Fort Part 141. Okay. That could be quite a bit. Depends if it's 61 or 141. Okay. See, yeah. He's out in the skies terrorizing some ATC. Pilot flying, pilot monitoring. Which one is he today? I wonder if they're splitting. Welcome aboard, Zippy. Good to have you here, man. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good week so far. We are going Seattle to Boise, and then we're going Boise over to Portland. Should be a nice day of flying. We are 184 miles till top of descent, friends. So you know what that means, right, chat? I think we all know what this means now. It means we're going to turn those sounds down. We're going to get some... Oh, wrong button. Sorry. Actually, you know what? It'll be easier if I just do this and then put this on like that. And now we'll get some nice views of our beautiful Alaska 737 MAX8 in the wonderful Honoring Those Who Serve livery. God, that looks good, man. That is one good-looking airplane shot. Would we all agree? I think we would all agree that that is a great-looking airplane. Kind of reminds me of Southwest's. Obviously, Southwest is a little bit more American, but kind of reminds me of that. I had that kind of vibe from it. You know what I mean? What is the most expensive plane in the marketplace? The most expensive plane. Probably one of the PMDGs, the 737-7 or 800, or maybe the 777. I'm not sure, though, to be honest with you. I don't really purchase any of my stuff on the marketplace, so I can't really comment about what the prices are. But just did a 7-hour and 20-minute flight in the 350 from Brussels to JFK with Delta. Nice. I wonder how long our flight on Saturday is going to take, chat. Reykjavik to Nashville. I bet you that's going to be a long one. I feel like that's probably going to be upwards around 7 hours or something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not a fan of your flying, sir. Did you quit streaming? Yes. Yes, yes. Alaska is American, though. Did I just say American? I thought I said Alaska. Or are you just being difficult, Alpaca? Is that what you're saying? You're just being difficult. I'm addicted to the drone cam after 6 months of trying to get it to work, and your 5-second tutorial a few weeks back. It's so good, dude. So good. Oh, you're talking about another guy. Okay. Sorry, man. Well, let's keep it civil in chat, you know. Keep everything civil. Keep it civil. About 7 hours in the max. That'll be fine. That'll be a fun one for sure. That will be a good one. All right, there we are. Pixar Captain is up, and it's time for a nice little stretch here, friends. The BAE 146 is pricey, yeah. Not considering use chase plane. I use Tobii Eye Tracker. Tobii Eye Tracker is still not compatible with chase plane. So, are you going to fly the E-Jets when the update comes out? Yes, absolutely, Club. Absolutely, I will. I promised JJ that I would. Hey, Captain, I know this was probably asked here, but what's your take on the whole Lexterio drama? I think it's silly. I think it's silly. I think it was made for clicks and views and to stir the pot. That's my opinion on it, man. There's drama? When is there not drama? It's fucking flight sim. Nobody can do anything normally in this hobby. Nothing. Everybody thinks they're so goddamn self-important. It's wild. It's absolutely wild. Quick hello to you, Cap. Started my flight instructor job back in Buffalo this week. Hey, Generation Blow. Congratulations, man. Congratulations, dude. Appreciate you, man. Out of all the communities, I've never understood the drama of flight sim. I think people are just bored, Reed. I literally think that's why you see it. People are sitting there, they're doing their 2, 3, 4 hour flight, and they're like, you know what, I'm just going to go kick off some stuff in a Discord or on a AvSim forum or something, you know? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Does Canada have a Veterans Day or Memorial Day type thing? Kind of. Not really. Kind of. We've got Salt Lake Center on in Boise Tower. Nice. I'd never think in a million years that there's drama in flight sim. Oh, there's more than enough, my friend. There's more than enough. Do you guys remember years... I was actually talking to a friend about this the other day. Some of you guys might not remember this. Some of you might not have been here for when this transpired. But do you guys remember a couple years ago? I want to say about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, I had a moderator who went rogue, and he took a bunch of screenshots out of... I had a mod chat on my Discord, and he took a bunch of out-of-context screenshots, and he sent them to other content creators around the community, saying that, you know, I was a bad person, and I was trying to get their channels canceled, and all kinds of other things. Like, just absolute ridiculous levels of trolling, I guess. There's really no other way about it. was absolutely wild, man. I'm getting DMs. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm getting DMs from big YouTube personalities and other flight sim streamers, and man, just wild, dude. Just wild. The worst part was like the out of context messages that he was sending. Like, he literally was like doctoring these messages to make it sound like, it was crazy, dude. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy, man. Andy, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. It's not as bad as the trucking world YouTubers. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't understand why everybody can't just get along. I can understand that people have a disagreement of, certain products. Some people like to promote some products. Some people like to do this. Some people like to do that. Just to really, finish off what flight streamer we were talking about with Listero or whatever. At the end of the day, whether you create content or you don't create content, it's up to you to decide if something is worth it for you. Not what a streamer or a content creator says, right? Like, a content creator and a streamer is there to showcase a product. It's then up to you to use your decision making as, you know what I mean? If you decide that something is worth it for you or not. If you watch a stream and you see bugs, hold off. You know what I mean? You don't have to own it right now. We live in a world, unfortunately, of instant gratification. If something comes to the market and it's not instantly perfect, and if it doesn't go 100% the way that you and your brain thought it would go, people just go to the internet. They go to forums. They go to Discord. They complain about it. There's no, there's no patience anymore. Like, none. You know what I mean? Alpaca, I don't know what your problem is, dude. I feel like you used to be normal in here. And over the last about week or two, I've just noticed, like, is there something that you want to say to the classroom, Alpaca? Are you not a fan of my content any longer? Are you just not a fan of me any longer? Is there something that you need to talk about? I'm here, man. We're all here for you. If there's something that you would like to talk about and bring to my attention, please do so. How do I stir the pot? That's what I want to know. I am nothing but respectful to any other content creator. Anybody. Yeah, sure, sometimes I can be a little bit, maybe sarcastic with some of the products that are coming out. You know my feelings on Latin VFR, Captain Sim, Breedoc, all of that. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say that that's stirring the pot. I'm not out here calling out developers, calling them trash, and telling them to do better, and you know what I mean? Chanky, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome. Cam, good to see you, man. Welcome back as well. Cam MD80, welcome back, dude. Remember we actually had to sign on to the internet? Boy, that was a better time. Ah, man, it's crazy, dude. Well, I appreciate that, Robot. Thank you for the kind words. I mean, that's what I try and do. I no matter how big this channel gets or how many sponsors or promotions we have, whatever it may be, at the end of the day, I always try and explain myself as an avid flight sim user. Never mind streamer, never mind content creator. At the end of the day, I'm just a regular flight sim enthusiast like all of you. And that's how I kind of judge my perspective on things. I don't necessarily let the channel, do the speaking for me. It's my love and my passion is flight sim and aviation. And I always try and put that first and foremost. Always. So I'm not sitting here saying that we all have to agree on certain products, on certain utilities. Not saying that at all. Everybody is going to have a difference of opinion. Sometimes we may agree on those opinions. Sometimes we may not agree on those opinions. Do you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with having a disagreement or not seeing eye to eye. You know what I mean? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I think that that's what makes this community amazing, is the constructive criticism. There are, I mean, I would say probably 75% of chat is smarter than me and knows flight sim and the airplanes that we're flying better than I am. I don't claim to be a professional. I'm just here sharing my hobby and really truly enjoying what I get to do. That's it. It's just that simple. There's nothing regular about you, Kyle. Stop talking nonsense. Well, that's true too. I feel like you need to have a personality to be able to do this, right? I think you can agree with me, CSD.
Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog?
Andy, thank you, buddy.
Andy Zhao donated £5. We're generally nice to everyone, us Canadians.
Generally, yes, correct. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. I'm just here for Henry and to blame Dan. Two best things in life. You know what I mean? Not everyone's a real-world pilot. Correct. Yep, correct, man. We're here for the Pixar cap that smiles. Correct. We just need to work on getting his mouth to move. Unban Garen? No. God, no. You know what? I was actually in V1 stream yesterday. He was flying to Cabo San Lucas, and guess who was in there, chat? And guess who kept asking if I could unban him? Tender. Tender Aviation. You guys remember Tender? Garen 2.0 or Garen 1.0, whatever the fuck you want to... however we want to call it. It's so crazy to me. One of the things that I find genuinely hilarious is people will come in here and they'll act like complete idiots, right? Like we can all agree. They come in here, they act like complete idiots. The funniest thing to me is I'll go over to like V1 or I'll go over to Flight Deck to Sim or XP72 or any of the other content creators that I enjoy watching. I'll go over and watch some of their streams, and guess who's there? All the people that have been banned from my stream acting like an idiot, you know, putting racist posts, whatever it may be, calling other people names, calling me names. I go over there and I see them and everybody's behaving so nicely, and it's just crazy to me, man. It's crazy to me that people can have these like double personalities almost, it feels like. It's wild. What did I enter in today's stream? Good afternoon, Jack. Good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. I was Captain Will until he became normal. Yet I'm somehow the problem. Yeah, exactly, Sonny. Exactly. All the other streamers, like Jamie or Ian, I can't seem to stick with them. Cap, just so relatable. The rest are too hyper, if you know what I mean. Listen, I'm not going to... I love watching Jamie as well. I haven't watched a lot of Ian. Watch a hell of a lot of London Controller when he's on and I'm able to. But, yeah. We know a lot of racism on the V1 side of things. Are troublemakers, you see, let me know. Oh, there's plenty, Zippy, sorry. But like I said, they always seem to be behaving in everybody else's streams. You know what I mean? Like, I can't count the number of people that have been removed from my streams for doing just idiotic things, but then I go over and I see them in everybody else's streams and they're, you know what I mean? Everybody else is having a great time and everybody's behaving and, you know, being courteous to others, and yeah. They act different for other streamers, correct, yes. You sound like Wreck-It Ralph. Where's Ivan? Oh, man. You're running a secret best snowflake competition lately, Cap. Surely attracting them lately. Yeah, Jordan. Summertime, man. Summertime, dude. You have your ways of keeping certain things going sometimes. I mean, is not what I'm supposed to be doing, you know? Making chat, and would you rather I do that or just sit here and not say anything? Hey, Cap, might want to purchase this plane today. Would you recommend, or should I hold on to this? This airplane is fantastic. I 100% think that this is worth it. Absolutely. You clearly bring out the best in people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The iFly is pretty good. Yeah, I love this airplane. I would say that this is probably definitely on my top 5, probably top 3, to be honest with you. If I had to be completely honest, I would probably classify this as a top 3 airplane for me. It's just that good. It's that good. I think he changed his name, Johan. Yeah.
Oh, it's Cap Limp Dick Canada, trying to fly a plane again. Everyone brace for impact. While we're here, can we kick this dude off the plane back here? He's shitting himself and the windows don't open. Help us all.
Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you, buddy. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you very, very much for the continued support. Salt Lake City Center's online chat, 2557. Thank you, Steven, and AKA Mr. Cartman. Appreciate you, buddy. 575 for us, Salt Lake City Center. We're going to jump up here and talk to him real quick. Salt Lake Center, good morning. Alaska 1034, flight level 330. Why don't you use Rex Atmos and Reshade? I'm not a fan of Rex Atmos, to be honest with you. Not a fan.
Alaska 1034, Salt Lake City Center, radar contact, hello.
Hello.
City Center, Alaska 1018, flight level 350.
Snoozy, welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, dude. Kemal, good to see you as well, my friend. Welcome back. SimCFI, good to see you, man. Landing in Vegas, it's a new level of heat. Oh, dude. Yes. We were there for the expo last year, SimCFI. It was wild, man. What the hell just happened to my airspeed? Did you guys see that? My airspeed literally just dropped like 30 plus knots. I think there was a massive weather update.
Alaska 1044, Salt Lake City Center, radar contact.
How's Henry? My Golden is taking up exercise excavating, so I have several holes to fill this weekend. Sean, good to see you, man.
We're pushing it the fast weekend overtake. We're 0.81.
Roger.
How is it different from PMDG in your opinion? What makes it a great airplane to fly?
1034, say Mach number.
Mach point 779. We just had a big weather update. It blew us about 30 knots slower, but we're speeding up now.
Alright, Alaska 1034, just advise when you're back up to normal speed and advise the Mach number then.
Alright, well, we're at currently Mach 7.4. We're going up to Mach 0.78. We'll be there in about 15 seconds.
Alaska 1034, rider. Alaska 10.
Tubbs, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude.
Mach number.
I've had that in the sim last 3 times every 30 minutes. That's super weird. Super weird. Hey, Cap, would love to see you fly some turboprops, maybe a Dash 8, maybe. Big fan. Yes, so am I. Love me a turboprop. We're very patiently waiting for the majestic Q400.
Have a great day.
For some reason, the PMG 7.3 always sinks to the ground during replay, so I can only do the iFly now. Interesting. I thought you used Rex Atmos. Do you use any other season weather plugin? I don't, Sean. No, I don't use anything.
Probably gonna have a restriction in probably the next 20 miles.
Any recent info on the E-Jets update? Nothing, man. Nothing that I've seen.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and already start slowing down. I was watching out that spot.
Sorry, Huskers, to answer your question, I just
keep at your present speed.
I prefer
or greater, please. You're currently overhead. I'm going to get you in front of them.
I prefer the iFly flight model. To me, it just feels. I'm not a real pilot, so it's difficult for me to say. But to me, it just feels more like a 7.3.
I actually had it up.
I've flown a 7.3 in a sim before, like an actual training sim, and the iFly to me feels very similar to that.
It's at the top of my list. Alaska 1018 to send via Key and 4 arrival.
No service on this flight, just expected a few bumps. I don't know what's going on.
No worries. Key and 4, landing east, and altimeter 2998 for Alaska 1018.
Alaska 1034. Use caution, slimmer call sign on frequencies, Alaska 1044. Descend via the Key and 4 arrival, landing east. Boise altimeter 2998.
All right, 2998 will descend via the Key and 4, landing east. Alaska 1034, thanks. All right, so we're cleared on the Key and 4, which takes us to 210 above 6,000. So we're going to put in 6,000. That'll be our descent. Our descent's in about 35 miles, chat, so we're going to do it now.
1034, Mach 79 works, I'm sorry, Mach 78 works. Maintain Mach 0.78 exactly in the descent. At transition, maintain 280 knots exactly.
All right, Mach 0.78 in the descent and 280 in the transition for Alaska 1034. All right, we can do that. We'll go descent. Well, we'll plug it in a second, but we have a little dog cam while you're stretching. Kind of miss seeing him. He doesn't. He's not on his bed right now. He likes to lay on the couch. Pardon me. Sorry, chat. They previewed some of the CFM stuff, showing the issues that they're working through. I like that they're showing off, including the problems. We know where they're at. Yeah. Hopefully soon, man. Say you should sponsor you and get you into one of those full motion sims. Dude, that'd be incredible, Andy. I was just curious your opinion to the Max. Thanks, don't have it yet. Keyword. It's a lot of fun, man. Ricardo, welcome aboard, man. Hope you're doing well. Working at Southwest Airlines. Good to see you, my friend.
Can I pet that dog?
You may pet that dog.
Can I pet that dog?
Jake,
Can
thanks
I
so much,
pet
buddy.
that dog?
Airbound 737 Jake donated 10 Australian dollars. This little rocket deserves a donation. Max 800.
Max 800. Huge no floaties too, Andy. Sorry, Airbound, not Andy. Thank you very much for support, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Incredibly kind. Max 800. I love flying this airplane. I'm pretty excited for a long haul on Saturday, actually. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. There's Andy. Andy, thank you so much, man. Drop another 2 pounds. It says petition to see Henry right now. Don't worry. We will see him today at some point. I promise to get him up on camera at some point today. Thank you for your support, Andy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. Check, give me 2 seconds. I got to get my AC unit on. It is so humid in here. Give me 2 seconds. All right, we're back. Thanks, guys. It's so humid outside. It's not hot outside, but it's just ridiculously humid. It's making it nasty in here. James, horses are good, man. Horses are good. We actually just sold one of the newborns down to a lady in Texas. Still blows my mind how much people spend on horses. As somebody who's kind of new to that whole world, blows my mind. Very expensive. You doing a long haul in the Max? Yeah, on Saturday we're doing some Iceland Air ops. Iceland Air. We're going from Reykjavik to Nashville in the iFly 7.3 Max. What's up, Cap? Working on my CFI now. If you're ever in Utah, let's go fly in the blue skies together. Hey, Carson, sounds good, man. Thoughts on Florida versus Carolina series? I mean, Florida's an animal, dude. I knew as soon as Florida beat Toronto in Game 7 that they were, and the way that they beat Toronto in Game 7, that they were going to the Cup Finals again.
November 218 Echo Tango, climbing through 5,500.
And honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Florida wins the Cup again this year, man.
1044, maintain Mach
Be completely honest.
Descend via Kian for arrival, landing east, Boise altimeter 29908.
Maintain Mach 78, Boise landing east and descend via the Cayenne for arrival, Alaska 1044.
Checking in with the center, standby.
They're just built for playoff hockey, man. I take it you're going for Edmonton to win the Cup? Yeah, man, obviously, yeah. I'd love to see a Canadian team win it. Just flew almost 16 hours yesterday from LAX to TFU. Flew that flight IRL last July. Such a long flight. That's insane, Andy. That is insane, man. Thank you again, Jake and Andy, for the donations, my friend. Appreciate both of you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can already feel the AC cooling down. My goodness. Get some of this humidity out of here. Only recently purchased a HOTAS one for Xbox. It's pretty good. Nice, Tubbs. Very good.
November 218 Echo Tango, Big Sky departure, radar contact, climb in between 1000.
I'm still looking forward to the expo. Looks like a fun time. Is this your first expo, SimCFI?
November 218 Echo Tango.
If this is your first expo, you're going to love it, man. You are going to love it. All right, I got 280 knots in. Going to throw out a little bit of speed brake. Just help with that descent a little bit. We have just started our descent. So we'll get the seatbelt signs back on. All right, let's...
1034, go ahead and turn 10 degrees left. That's just going to be a vector for sequence, so I'll look direct to the arrival in a second.
All right, 10 degrees to the left for Alaska 1034.
Alaska 1034, because I am breaking you off the arrival, descend and maintain 16,000.
All right, 16,000 for Alaska 1034. All right, we are planning the ILS 10 right. So, localizer frequency 111.1. Go and bug this up now, chat.
Alaska 1044, maintain
111.1.
in the descent, transition to 280 knots.
Good, and we'll flip that up. 111.1, and we'll flip that up. Good. As for front course, 102, we'll set that up now as well. 102 on the front course, and 102 on this guy.
1034, expect direct Muller.
We'll expect direct Muller, 1034, thanks. Okay, that's good, and then we need our barrel minimums, chat. If the barrel minimums are too high, yeah, 30, 36, we're just going to use barrow today, chat. Sorry, radio minimum, so we're going to go 200 on the radio. I'm not scrolling up 3,000. We'll just put 200 on the radio, and that will be our minimum. Unfortunately, only there for Saturday and Sunday. Ah, got you. Well, you have to come find me, man. You have to say hello.
Alaska 1034, turn right heading 160.
Right turn 160, Alaska 1034. Were we that close? I feel like we had good separation between one another. I wonder what happened. Charlie, what's up, man? Thanks for your subscription, dude. Welcome aboard. Hey, Cat, we do some PMDG 737 ops? Yeah, this week. We're flying the iFly today and Saturday, and then the PMDG 73 Sunday and Monday this week. Orlando is pretty miserable with the humidity. We were granted our 1 week of spring already, so now it's 6 months of drenching heat. Do I have a booth? No, I don't have a booth. I'll be at the IndyBuilds booth, though, hanging out with them. He flew about 80 knots faster and overtook me. Jesus. I was doing Mach 0.78. I don't know how much faster we could have gone. Cap, did you get the 777 freighter from PMDG? Yes, I did. He did Mach 0.81. Who's running the Thrustmaster booth this time? Your guess is as good as mine, Captain Will. Or are you talking about content creators? I don't think they're having any content creators.
I'm not a keen fan of the monarchy, even though I was given a knighthood.
Turdock Muller resumed the
Rather
arrival.
shocked to see Canada use the old throne that Liz had with ER on the top. Please have a word with Mark in banking to provide funds for a new one with CR in the back. Thanks in advance.
You tell floaties to you, GMC. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, man. I think you had different wind data. You suddenly got a massive tailwind. Yeah, it could have been. Maybe something got all messed up. All right, we're back on VNAV. We're still a little bit above profile, though, so we're going to get the speed brake back out.
Approach Boise, altimeter 2998, information kilo is current. Expect visual approach runway 10 right.
All right, we'll start the visual 10 right, Alaska 1018.
Alaska 1034, Big Sky approach, descend via Kian for arrival. Expect visual approach runway 10 right. Boise, altimeter 2998, information kilo current.
All right, we've got 80 kilo. We'll descend on the Kian 4, and we'll expect the visual 10 right. Alaska 1034. All right, so 2998 is the altimeter, so we'll plug that in. 250 on the speed, Alaska 1034. All right, 250 on the speed is what he wants now. We'll bug that up. Get the speed brakes out. Start slowing her down. It's going to be awkward for them to be there given they've ghosted their top content creators this year. Hey, man. I'm with you on that one, Will. I'm with you on that one, dude. Having a weird glitch in the 739 right now. The captain side tablet won't work, but the FO side is. Interesting. Vegas was my first expo. I'm scared it may have ruined the future ones. Not in Vegas. I feel that, man. I feel that for sure. Finally got back into the Phoenix bus flying. Is it me or is the 321 difficult to slow down? I find the 319 super difficult to slow down, Huskers. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you 100% that it's going to be a tough sell this year at the Expo. I think just because of the fact that it's not Las Vegas, right? I think that was one of the huge appeals last year, was that it was in Vegas, right? I think that's what a lot of people were excited about, myself included. First time going to Vegas. I mean, there was just so much to do outside of the Expo. It was unreal. Imagine hearing from them 2 weeks prior. It wouldn't surprise me either as well. I believe this year Expo was the closest it's ever been to me. Still not going to go, though. Well, that sucks. How far are you? I feel like you should give it a go if you've never thought about going. WestJet just finished integrating Sunwing. Thoughts on this? Good for WestJet, obviously, right?
Alaska 1018, fly present heading to
I feel like it's good for WestJet, so we'll see. One can only hope. It's like a 4-hour drive for me. I think I'll make a weekend out of it and say hi. There you go, Chinky. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Mofo, what's up, man? Present heading to 6,000. Present heading down to 6,000, Alaska 1034. Alaska 1018, Salt Lake City Center. Heading 6,000. Good. Won't be able to go as I'm going to Morocco during that time. Nice. We're planning on doing a long haul anytime soon. Saturday. We're doing a long haul in this beautiful aircraft right here, my friend. We're going to be going from Iceland down to Nashville. Reykjavik to Nashville. Iceland Air 737 MAX8.
Alaska 1018, Center, are you up? Okay, that's on. So Alaska 1018, are you up?
Don't know what happened to 1018. He's gone MIA, chat. How long is our long haul on Saturday? I think it's about 7 hours. Stream tonight? There is a stream tonight. Yeah, we're doing some Air Canada MAX8 ops from San Francisco to Vancouver. We were supposed to do that like 2 weeks ago. 2 Thursdays ago, but my power went out. So we're doing it this week, man. San Francisco to Vancouver. I think it's like 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. Don't know why I didn't feel the need for FSC this year. Guess just being the hotel prices were a bit elevated in Providence. The prices are crazy, Huskers. It was going to cost me, it was like $1,200 and change, $1,211 or something US to spend 4 nights in Providence. That is absurd. That's like $1,700 Canadian for 4 nights. Four nights. When are we flying to Vegas again? Good question. I don't know. It's a very good question. Love me some Lost Wages ops. Maybe this weekend. We'll see. We'll see how she goes. Landing lights on.
Alaska 1034, contact Big Sky, approach 119.6. Great day.
119.6. Thanks for ATC, man. We'll see you soon. Alaska 1034.
Alaska 1044, contact Big Sky, approach 119.6.
Big Sack Roach, good morning. Alaska 1034, 8 is Kilo 9000, descending 6.
Alaska 1034, Big Sky, hello. Alaska 1034 base guy, you can expect the visual approach runway 10 right.
So the visual approach 10 right, and we're currently on a vectored heading.
Alaska 1018, Alaska 1018.
How did you change frequencies so quick? I have a radio stack.
6 by approach. Alaska 1044 with you, with information kilo at
Hey, welcome to ZLC. I'm your ground controller in Boise. Safe landings. Hey, positive rate. Very cool, man. Thanks for ATC, dude.
Alaska 1044, Boise, Crescent Big Sky, hello. You can check the visual runway 10 right approach.
Expecting visual 10 right. Alaska 1044, thank you.
Alaska 1019 with you now 6000. Alaska 1018, Big Sky, hello. The field should be just after 10 o'clock.
Alright, friends, we're back.
12 o'clock in 10 miles. Assume you have them in sight.
Hey, firm, we got the field in sight.
Alaska 1018, roger. You're clear.
You flying DDC for the event on Tuesday? I did not know. How many nautical miles to descend with the 787? That depends. That depends.
Alaska 1034, you can fly heading 160.
160 on the heading, Alaska 1034. Alright, those can go in now. We're going to keep that descending, but 1,000 feet per minute should be good.
1034 on the turn. The field's going to be off your 9 o'clock in about 14 miles in sight.
We've got the field in sight, Alaska 1034.
Roger, Alaska 1034. You're clear to visual approach, turn 10 right.
Cleared visual approach 10 right, Alaska 1034. Alright, cleared for the visual, so we're going to arm our localizer. We're going to keep this descending down to about 4,000 feet.
130,
descend at about 1,200 feet per minute. I'm going to go speed check flaps 1. That'll help slow us down just a little bit. I'm going to pause the music as we are done with that now. We'll turn the sim sounds back up for our arrival. Sorry, that was a little bit quick on that. I'm going to get you out because I want you to descend a little bit more, about 1,600 feet per minute, but I also want to start slowing down a little bit. So we're cleared on the visual approach. We do have visual of the airport. It is right over there. And we should be grabbing the localizer now. Wonderful. Now we can chill out on that descent rate just a little bit. Keep bleeding off some of that speed. We'll go 190 on the speed. And our approach speed, we're doing flaps 30, so it's going to be 141. Good. We have tower frequency on 18.1.
1034, Boise Tower on 118.1.
118.1, thanks for HTC. We'll see you soon, Alaska 1034. Alright, 118.1 for us for tower. Beautiful. We're going to arm approach. Glide slope captured. Wonderful. Speed check. We'll go flaps 5 degrees. Great. We'll bug this down to 170 now on the speed. Once we hear 2,500, we'll go gear down and get her configured. Tower, hello. Alaska 1034, visual 108.
Alaska 1044, Boise Tower,
10 right, cleared to land. Alaska 1034. All right, we want auto brake position 1. That'll be fine. Let's go gear down.
Correction,
Beautiful.
1034, runway 10 right, clear to land.
1034, 10 right, clear to land. Thanks. All right, 1217 for ground frequency once we're on the ground. Good. Speed check, flaps 15 degrees. Beautiful. And we'll go final approach speed now, 146 in there. Good. Get these guys armed. Good. That is all set. Beautiful. And we'll go flaps 25 degrees. And we've been cleared to land, so we'll get all of the lights back on. And speed check, flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps. Yoke cam goes on. My airplane. Sounds are up. Enjoy the arrival, friends. My throttle's here as well. Good. All right, let's get it. Nice approach into Boise shot. We haven't flown into Boise in forever. I can't remember the last time we've flown into here. A little bit low on the slope, correcting now. There we go, looking good.
Boise Tower, Alaska 1044 with you on the visual for
400.
Alaska 1044, Boise Tower.
300. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
Alaska 1044.
100. 50. 40. 30.
Hold it.
20.
Close.
10.
There she goes, friends. Nice and smooth. Beautiful. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Gorgeous. $70 knots. Reverser stowed, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome down to Boise. That was buttery. Sheesh. That was a good one, friends. That was a good one. Click off the auto brakes, manual braking. We'll vacate to the left. Very nice. Very, very nice.
Alaska 1034, welcome to Boise, left neighbor.
And we vacated left. Alaska 1034. Alrighty. And there we go, friends. Over on Delta.
Alaska 1034, you texted to the terminal via Delta, cross runway 10 left, ground on the other side.
Alright, we'll cross 10 left on Delta, ground on the other side. Thanks for ATC, Alaska 1034. Alright, 21.7 for ground frequencies. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and clean up the ground spoilers. Let's clean up the flaps. Welcome down to Boise, my friends. What a great landing. What a great flight. Very, very nice, my amigos. God, I love flying this plane, man. Boise ground, good morning, or afternoon now. Alaska 1034 crossing 10 left on Delta.
Alaska 1034, Boise ground, welcome to Boise, Alpha to the ramp.
Alpha to the ramp, thanks, Alaska 1034. Alright, Alpha to the ramp, which is this guy here. We'll make a left on Alpha. Beautiful. Alright, landing lights are off. Runway turnoffs are off. Taxi light is on. Engine start switches off. APU spooled. Strobe lights off. And we're looking good there. Beautiful. Very good, friends. Now, parking today. I'm not quite sure. I think he's up where we should be parking. I'm not entirely sure. We should have a gate up here somewhere. Charlie, one of these gates here is where Alaska parks. So we'll go, it looks like he's at Charlie 10. We'll go Charlie 12. Charlie 12, no. And are you not going to have, I guess you're not going to have Alaska, all right? We will go with Menzies. Ooh, that's not going to work. Okay, let's go. Actually, you know what? That'll work. Never mind. We're fine. We are fine. Let's get our APU generators on. APU bleed on. Isolation valve open. And we'll flip this to APU gen. Beautiful. We'll get those lights off. Good. Dual bleed is on, but that's fine. Alright. At night they take off and land with lights on, but then switch the pulse lights once airborne. Interesting. I never knew like when they use the pulse lights or anything like that. Very close parking here in I don't know, he doesn't even look like he's parked at a gate.
Ground,
it's a little bit weird. I didn't
crossing
know if there's a gate
left
there.
On Charlie, looking for gate Charlie 6.
left to 1044, Boise Guide Vulcan, Boise Alpha to the ramp.
Alpha to the ramp, left at 1044.
Alrighty. And we'll call her quits right there. Park brake goes on. Upstairs, gens are on, bleeds are on. Engine number 2 is off, engine number 1 is off. Listen to the shutdown sounds of this aircraft, by the way, Chad. Let me turn this up and you guys can hear this. We'll go to GSX, we'll request deboarding. God, it sounds so good, man. So damn good, chat. So damn good. Alrighty. Well, there we have it. We're parked up at the gate. Not quite sure why the jet bridge isn't attaching. I don't know why that's not happening. Anti-collision light can go off. Good. Hydraulic pumps are off. Probe heats are off. Yaw dampers off. Fuel pumps are off. And we are good on that. We'll get the seatbelt signs off as well. Jetway not close enough to the door. You won't see any passengers. Okay. I don't know why the jet bridge isn't connecting, but sure. No problem. We'll just leave that right like this, chat, for a nice little visual. All right. Well, there we go. I don't know why the jet bridge isn't connecting. I cannot explain that one. GSX broken? I don't know. Could be the scenery. Could be that I have an out-of-date GSX profile or something for the scenery, so I'm not going to blame it on GSX. It could just be that I'd have an outdated GSX profile or something going on. All right, let's go ahead and prepare for the second leg of today's flight, shall we, friends? We're going Boise up to Portland KPDX. We will be, well, hopefully we get one of these call signs. I don't know if we will. We are going to be Alaska, and we're going Boise to PDX. Good. We are in the MAX8 aircraft. Yes. The iFly. And we've got 151 passengers for this leg, friends. Go ahead and get that done. We'll file off our flight plan. VATSIM. Alright, that has been filed off. Good. We'll go ahead and disconnect, reconnect. Good. Done. Wonderful. All right, cool. Let me update the banner for you guys. It's probably our PDC now. That is our PDC. Beautiful. We'll go over that in 2 seconds. Alright, banner should be updated. That's all set. We'll come over here. Flights, unload, import, sim brief, you. Good. Alright, there's our flight over to Portland, my friends. Keep that zoomed in for now so we can see what we're doing. Good. Alright, let's jump back inside the aircraft. Let's start working on some things. We'll go to menu. We'll close the flight. Good. We'll initialize our new flight. Beautiful. Go to performance and payload. We'll go to weight and balance, and we'll start loading up the aircraft here, shall we, friends? So we're looking at 151 passengers over to Portland today. 151. Good. Cargo, we're looking at 3014, so we'll put... clear. Okay. We'll put 1014 in the forward, and we'll put 2000 in the aft. Good. We will go to our fuel page, and fuel for this next leg, 5.4, 5,400 kg of fuel. So go ahead and set our payload. We'll set our fuel. Wonderful. We'll complete that. Great. Let me come down here. Let me populate this guy. I'm going to export. Good. We'll close that. Beautiful. Let's come down here to the FMC, and we'll start working on some stuff. So we'll go to our route tab. We're going from Boise over to PDX, KPDX. We'll throw that into our company route. We'll activate and execute that. Call sign today, Alaska 564. Throw that up into there. Beautiful. And then we'll pull over our ACARS, which says cleared to Portland. Radar vector sail, then Boole Jotba Hood 5 arrival. Cruise altitude 38,000 feet. We're squawking 6211. We'll do that now. 6211. Set it and forget it. Wrong one. Sorry. And then we're looking maintain 16,000, expect 38,010 minutes after departure. Departure frequency on 19.6. Beautiful. So all of that looks good. So we'll come down here. We'll go to our departures. We're going to be, they didn't give us a departure, so we're just going to select 10 left, and we'll execute that. So it's going to be radar vector sail, I'm guessing is essentially what that's going to be. So we'll expect that. And then we'll go to our arrival into Portland today. Evan, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Lacasse, thank you for your subscription as well. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. Always Aviation, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. On an ILS, separation, navigation, on the controller's responsibility, not the pilot's. True, but the jetway didn't work because it's for gate C11. I'm in front of you and it just connected to me. Ah, interesting. Well, there you go. We are planning, let's see what the weather is doing here in Portland. Weather 190 at 6, 8-mile visibility, raining, few at 700, scattered at 14, overcast at 25. So some nasty weather going into Portland. The winds are okay, but now winds looking like that, no matter what runway we choose, we're going to have a crosswind arrival. So I'm thinking we're going to take ILS 10 right on the Hood 5 arrival, which will take us all the way this one. Actually, looking at this, we probably should take 10 left because we're coming on this side of the runway. So I guess we'll take 10 left for arrival. So it's going to be the Hood 5. We are using the Jotba transition, and we're going to expect the ILS 10 left, and we'll take it from Buxom. And before we do that, we'll just confirm that in here. We'll go to flights, select. We want to be on the ILS 10 left. ILS 10 left, and then from Buxom, which probably makes sense. So we'll add that. It's basically just a, yeah, there you go. So from Chisel, it'll be radar vector and then down and in. Now, we don't need to necessarily go all the way out to Buxom, but as long as we have that, it's basically an extended center line for us, right? So that is perfect. So we'll expect that. All right, cool. We'll execute that. Go to our legs page. We'll just confirm we don't have any crazy discontinuities, nothing going on. Actually, nope, that's fine. That's a radar vector because it's a vector. Okay, good. That all looks good to me. I'm happy with that. Beautiful. Let's go to our NITREF. Let's plug in some numbers. 0 fuel weight, 61.5. We're going to plan 5.3 on the burn, and we'll just go with reserve of 1. Showing the cost index of 7. I'm going to bump that up to 20. We're going up to 38,000 feet, flight level 380. Winds up there are going to be 290 at 56, so a little bit of a quartering headwind. More so a headwind, actually. The ISA deviation here today, +6. We'll execute that. Good. We'll go to our N1 limits. We'll jump back over to the electronic flight bag. We'll go ahead and copy FMS data. We're going to do a flaps 5 departure. AC is on, anti-ice is off, and we'll calculate that. So we're doing a cell temp of 45 degrees. So we'll select 45 degrees on our cell temp. Go to takeoff, flaps 5 degrees, CG weight 24.3, trim value 480, and our V speeds 37, 39, 48. 37, 39, and 48. Beautiful. Everything looks good there, my friends. I'm happy with all of that. The deboarding process should be completed, so we'll go ahead and go to GSX. We will reload SimBrief, and we will begin the boarding process right now, friends. Request boarding. You can attach the tug now. Yes, no problem. Beautiful. Cap PDX is currently landing 28 IRL. Really? With winds 190 at 6? I mean, I guess. We could go on the 2.8s. I really don't. Let's see what things do once we get up to cruise altitude. If we need to reprogram the FMC to plan for the 2.8s, that's fine as well. PDX, weather, ATIS, real ATIS. Do we have anything on VATSIM? No. Real ATIS is ILS 28 left and simultaneous ILS 28 right approaches in use. Well, you know what then? Let's set that up right now before we even get airborne. We'll just go ahead and set that up. So it's going to be the Hood 5, Jotba. We'll go ILS 28 right. And give me a second. We'll have to redo this. Let me change this one. So we're going to spec the ILS 28 right from Schaefer. Do we want Schaefer? Do we want Ready? Do we want Maver? Or do we want Battlegrounds? We definitely don't want that one. It's either going to be Ready or Schaefer. Let's go with that one. We'll change to that. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's what we're going to select. So it'll be from Schaefer. There's Schaefer, and we'll execute that. All right, now if we go to our legs page, scroll through, we shouldn't see any discontinuities, which we don't. Beautiful. All right, cool. Thank you for that. We've got that plugged in. Portland is up next. Yes, sir. Portland. And we're going to start the boarding process here, friends. All right, beautiful. Guys, how do you have traffic even after multiple legs? Microsoft traffic despawns when I'm doing multiple flights and I return to empty airports. So we're flying on an online network lead. This is called VATSIM. You can put it in chat if you want more information. It's VATSIM. If you do 2.8 left, your taxi time will be shorter. Yeah, it's true. I prefer landing on 2.8 right, though, Nadya. I love the approach into 2.8 right. You fly right over top of the IKEA. It's a beautiful approach. I really love 2.8 right. There's a MAX8 in Microsoft 2020. Where have you been, Ty? This airplane's been out for a good 6 months now, I think. At least a good 6 months. That flight's been out for a while. It has, yeah. That fantastic product as well. Working, man. I've been working. We'll do fly the 777, so I haven't looked at the marketplace. Ah, got you. Yeah, Ty, I mean, this is not available on the marketplace. If you're talking about on like Xbox or something, this isn't on the marketplace. This is a standalone product on the PC, but fantastic as well. User on me set requirements wise. Sorry, what do you mean? Oh, you assigned visuals separation. Gotcha. No, on PC, just out of the loop, it seems. Yeah, gotcha.
Red 244.
Zachariah, good to see you, my friend, all the way down from Melbourne, Australia. Welcome aboard, man. Hope you're doing well. Welcome.
I was just wondering if we can do
watching you before final exams? Uh-oh. Wish you all the best, man.
Red 244, that should be able to be accommodated. Give me 1 second. I will check and get back to you.
Probably join you for a long haul another time when we're back in the 777 sometime next month. Maybe, yeah, we'll see. We'll see, man. We're obviously in the 737s this week. We've got the MAX today, tonight, and Saturday. And then we're going to be in the 737 NG for Sunday and Monday streams. Doing some NG ops. MK Studios sent me over their Dusseldorf, which just released. So we may have a look at that this weekend. Maybe Sunday or Monday. We'll do some... does Ryanair fly into Dusseldorf? I don't even know who flies into Dusseldorf. Captain AR, thank you very much for your subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. Hope you're doing well. Eurowings. Do they fly 7.3s though? You've motivated me to jump in the iFly loading up Vegas, MDW Vegas. Hey, nice, dude. What's NG ops? So 737-800, the non-MAX. Didn't PMG say they have a MAX in the works? They do, Ty. They're working on something for Boeing, though. So I don't know if we'll ever eventually get it. Most likely we will, but I don't know when a time frame will be. Eurowings don't fly the 7.3. Correct, they're Airbus. That's what I thought. Wait, they might actually have some 7.3s, no? I honestly have no clue. Two E738s, okay. I'm sure we could find some ops. Ryanair or Buzz or something. I had a cap back from vacation. I broke my hand. Ripped my flight from simming for 2 to 3 months. Well, that sucks, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. Yo Wings have purchased 737 Maxes. They have them. I don't know. Okay, got you.
Echo 5x5. And red 244. Yep, we can accommodate that.
Yeah, I agree, Ty. A high quality 787 would be incredible. I do agree. Let's do some goal max flights down in Brazil. We've done that before. Yeah, we'll definitely go back and do that. TUI and Sun Express mostly. Got you. Okay.
All right, red 244, squawk 5270, advisory taxi.
5270, advisory wind, ready to taxi, right. And Aces 01, radio check.
Aces 01, 5x5.
The last Brazil fights were incredible. Dude, Brazil is, especially with the world update now, it is absolutely incredible, man. Absolutely incredible.
Alaska 556.
Stretch time.
Sorry, I had to find you in the mess there. Runway 10 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
10 right by Alpha Juliet, Alaska 556.
Norwegian flying to Dusseldorf with a 7.3. That could be nice. Love me some Norwegian ops. Maybe out of Oslo or something. What is Eris to Rio is how long? Good question. I don't know. I feel like that's got to be somewhat of a long flight, Sean. 2 hours? 3 hours? I'm personally waiting for a few more sim updates, Ty, but I've heard it's been going in the right direction. Guys, how do you have traffic? Yeah, so Lee, I explained it earlier, my man. It's called VATSIM. So we're on a network called Virtual Air Traffic Sim. You can put !VATSIM and it's going to provide more information. Look for a Nightbot command and he's going to send you over to the VATSIM website and you can learn more information about it. So VATSIM is all these other airplanes that you see around. They're not like AI airplanes. These are all other people flying on the network. Same as the controllers. So the voices that you hear doing the ATC, those are people who are also controlling. VATSIM is pretty incredible. If you're not familiar with it, it is
red 244.
It's a pretty incredible program to run with your simulator.
VFR, you can squawk 1200. It's normal for now because we don't want to pick up my radar. So.
Cap, what do you think will be better received by the community, an A220 or 7.5? I have no clue. Both, man. That's a tough call, dude. Those are both two airplanes. I mean, if you think about it, here's the thing, and I'm only saying this and just because we've never had an A220 in any simulator. So I feel like there's probably more hype around an A220, especially with how many of them are flying around the skies and that we've never had one in a sim before. So I got to give it to the A220.
November 40 Echo, when can we expect the iFly clearance?
Give me 2 seconds, Chad.
2 Echo, I have a reroute for you, advisory copy.
Yeah. No, you're being bad. Stop. Stop it. I heard you and I caught you. Do this. Little butthead. I caught him again, Chad. Virtual Cole made an amazing A220. Oh, yeah. Just got Navigraph yesterday. Probably the best $9 I'll ever spend. 100%. Yeah. He caps that avatar. Have a brother asking for a friend. Nice.
Tower
Maybe.
On 118.1, safe flight.
Over to tower, thanks for the ATC, good night.
Good night.
Ground,
all right.
2148, radio check.
We're good to go here, friends.
5x5. On the person calling, you were blocked.
I don't know how this is going to push us back, though. So give me a second. Let me pause the music. All right, we'll get that paused. We'll get our sim sounds back up. Let's come down to our electronic flight bag. We're going to go to our doors page. We're going to confirm that all the doors are closed. That one's not closed. Those ones aren't closed. Good thing we checked. All right, beautiful. And then we're going to go to GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Good. We'll go back upstairs. I'm going to go... I don't know how this is going to work. Let's go tail right. Let's hope this works correctly. Let's get our fuel pumps on. Let's get our anti-collision light on. We've got 38,000 set and checked on our pressurization panel. We'll get our packs to the off position. We'll get our hydraulics turned on, and we'll get our seatbelt signs turned on as well. And we're good for push and start. So I'm going to reset you. I'm going to go park brakes released. Now, hopefully it oh shit. Hold on. He's pushing as well. GSX, abort pushback. No. Yes. I absolutely just bricked my GSX by doing that, but I didn't realize that he was pushing back right behind us. That could have been bad. That could have been bad, chat. Hopefully I didn't just brick the flight in that. The internal pushback is my only complaint about the iFly. Yeah, I mean, I've never really known these, Alright, hold on. I gotta set the park brake again. I think I might have broken GSX. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Prepare for pushback and departure. We'll go Menzies. Alright. Hope we're here for the Bluebird soon. Yes. We really need the Bluebird. I do agree with you 100%. Test flow on the Virtual Call A220 yesterday on Microsoft 24 surprisingly did pretty good. Interesting.
AC01 with you at the GA with Kilo looking taxi.
Hey, we want to get into VTI, but I'm scared of messing things up. Do you have any advice for me? Josh, sorry, what's VTI?
Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot that. We're VFR to the north.
Flew flight earlier and I saw my GSX was out of date. Just went to update it. Looks like it's quite big. Yes.
You looking for flight following today?
Quite a big update, I do agree.
Possibly, yes.
Quite a big update. Alright, we're waiting for him to push. We'll be good to go. I really want to get into VATSIM. Got you. So my suggestions for VATSIM is obviously join the network because it adds so much immersion to your flying. The big thing I can say with VATSIM is for your first like 10 flights or so, I would just do flights that you're familiar with. Airports that you're familiar with, something that you've done before. And then slowly start making your way into like more difficult flights, you know what I mean? That would honestly be my biggest suggestion. Is don't jump into airports that you're not familiar with or airspace that you're not familiar with. It may cause some problems, you know?
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, we're ready to release the parking brakes. We're just waiting for the company traffic behind us. We'll be good to go. Quentin, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Didn't Bluebird say which engine model will get it released? I'm not sure. I think it's the Rolls-Royce.
6012 for that squawk, and yeah, we're ready to taxi for AC01.
Alright, AC01, runway 10 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
10 right, Alpha Juliet.
What was my first VATSIM flight? I did Toronto to Ottawa. I've told this story before, Grant. I literally had no clue what I was doing. I didn't know what a SID was. I didn't know what a star was. I didn't know anything. I logged on to the network one night. There was ATC online. The guy was so friendly. He radar vectored me from Toronto to Ottawa, about 300 nautical mile flight. just gave me radar vectors all the way down in. And then when I was about to log off, he sent me like, it was a link to a forum. And it basically explained everything that you needed to know about, about VATSIM and SIDS and stars and how to update your air rack and how to do all that stuff. He basically got all that for me. And that's when the adventure really began. You don't get the CTAF? What do you mean? CTAF is, CTAF's very simple, man. You just, when you're flying into an airport, you just, like if you want to know the CTAF for an airport, just go to your client, and go to the messages page, and put .CTAF, and then space whatever airport you're flying into. So we were flying into Boise, you would put .CTAF Boise, and it'll pop it up for you. And then I usually, if I'm flying online and there's nobody, at about 10,000 feet, I start like making calls, you know what I mean? Like, you know, Boise traffic, Alaska 564, you know, whatever, 20 miles to the east, 20 miles to the west, expecting visual approach 10 right or something, you know what I mean? Got some top tips. Have Navigraph, pen and paper, and personal unique call sign for your first few flights. Add new to VATSIM in the remarks, and controllers will help you if you get stuck. Very true. I agree with everything that Jordan just said.
AC01, I'm pretty sure I went on to Alpha accidentally. Could we continue Alpha, Juliet?
I've got AC01, no worries. Runway 10 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
10 right, Alpha Juliet, apologies, 01.
Want to know how these guys train to be VATSIM controllers? They often sound really young. Well, it's just, you just sign up on the website. So every like, you know, Salt Lake City and Seattle and Portland, like all these places are going to have their own ARTCCs. Yeah. Ready for the expo? I am.
Copy IFR clearance to Seattle Tacoma International Airport. We have information, Kilo.
All right, we're good for push and start, friends. Park brake released.
Commencing push.
Beautiful. Yes, know how to fly your plane. That's another big one, is be comfortable in the aircraft that you're trying to fly on the network. 100%. All right, engine number 1 over to ground. Crank up those sounds for you guys for engine start. And we have a start valve open. Beautiful. N2 percentage is on the rise. We're going to have to do a little bit of cool down on the engines, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Honestly, what do you think?
With the mountains northbound, the minimum altitude is about 13, let's see here. Minimum altitude of the mountains is about...
Don't fall asleep before reaching Shanwick FIR. Yes, very true.
We'll take 13.
Alright, and it's going to be 13.5 to their VFR.
13.5 for 01.
And AC01, do you have a destination airport in mind, or just going northbound for now?
All right, we're still motoring, we're still cooling down.
Probably going to be shooting it back.
I believe it needs to reach like 80 degrees or something EGT before the engine will spark.
Delta 1038 looking for taxi with kilo.
Park brake is set. Beautiful. So we're just waiting for motoring to go away. Once the motoring goes away, we can introduce fuel.
Juliet for Delta 1038.
I think it's sub 90 degrees or sub 80 degrees. I can never remember. I think it's 80 degrees actually. I think once you see this kind of go down past 80 degrees, I think the motoring will go away and we can introduce fuel. Now we're into the 70s. Motoring should go away. There it goes. And we'll introduce fuel. Give you guys a nice wing view.
Horizon Air 2148.
Horizon Air 2140, standby. Break Alaska 552. Monitor tower 118.1.
Left is clear.
All right,
Right is
perfect.
clear.
See ya.
Can we try out a single engine taxi? Do they do that in the MAX? I don't know if they do that because it always takes so long for the engines to spool up. Speaking of say intentions, are currently streaming discussing their upcoming traffic update. Very nice, Joe. Good news. Great news. I feel like that's really the only thing Say Intentions is missing is the integration. Right, good start on engine number 1. Let's move engine number 2 over to ground. Start valve is open. N2 percentage is on the rise. Looking good.
Squawk 6072.
We do it single engine taxis, that is. Got you. I feel like everybody is doing that nowadays.
Right.
Everybody's saving fuel. So damn expensive.
And then as filed, climb and maintain 16,000. And
all right, we're motoring. Again, we're waiting till our EGT gets below about 80 degrees, and then motoring will go away. Don't care what anyone says. Boris is the best sounds in the industry for sounds. Absolutely phenomenal. I agree. 100%. Yeah. 100%.
Over the tower for H01. See ya.
And right there, 2148. Apologies for after mention this. It's going to be runway heading on departure.
All right, and we're about to introduce the fuel.
Okay, we'll maintain runway heading.
Our initial climb is 16,16,000, so we'll get that bugged in. And 6,000 is good. Motoring has gone away. We'll introduce fuel number 2.
Runway 10 right, taxi via Kilo, Foxtrot, Juliet.
What do we dual engine start on the max zone in case you didn't know? Nope. Clear for immediate takeoff. Engine is motoring. Right, Johan? That's exactly what would happen. You know my luck too, Johan. That's exactly what would happen. He would clear us for takeoff, and we'd be sitting there watching our EGT slowly tick down before we could introduce fuel. Oh, man. I've been getting 2 weird bugs in 2020 where every time I move the mouse, the toolbar appears, and every time I close the sim, it still appears in taskbar, and I have to close in Task Manager. There could be a plugin that's causing those issues, Arc. I have the hide toolbar. There's like a little download thing you can download, and it only makes it so like when you go like up top here, the toolbar pops up. Not when you're moving your mouse. You get a chance, Cap, go watch the Air engine failure landing in BHX a few days ago. All I'm going to say. Interesting. Is that the one where it like caught fire on short final? Did something weird? Alright, 2 good engines. Gen 1, Gen 2, PAX 2 auto. Isolation valve auto. Sorry, I forgot how loud the PAX kick on. APU bleed can go off. Good. We'll flip this over to Gen 1. We'll get our yaw dampers on. We'll get our probe heat on. And APU can go off. Start switches can go over to continuous. And everything looks good up top there, friends. I think we're all good to go. We'll set our flaps 5 degrees for takeoff. GSX had a big jump tried earlier. Update 3.47, now update to 3.5.3. Damn, that is a big one. I just saw this morning that there was an update for GSX. I flew last night just to familiarize myself with this aircraft again. I feel like this is one of the airplanes where I can kind of just jump into it and I feel like I'm back normal. I'm going to recycle my flight directors. We'll go left side, right side, and then left side, right side. Good. We're going to go VNAV. Most likely going to be a runway heading on departure. So we'll just keep that the way that it is there. Had an engine failure at V2, I believe. We kept it on the runway during landing. As any person's guess. Damn. We have the exact same PC specs. How's your Microsoft so smooth? Frame gen mod. Frame gen mod and just running everything accordingly, not maxing everything out. I run with a high-end preset with some things on ultra and some things on low. So, good to the VATSIM go today, and there are any add-ons you'd recommend for me? A good airplane, Joshua. That's always a good start. A good quality airplane will go quite a ways on VATSIM. So the Phoenix, any builds, iFly, PMDG, any good solid airplane.
When ready to taxi Horizon Air 2148.
Alright, central aircraft. Boise ground is now closed. Contact Boise Tower 118.
Alright, 18-1. Tower Low Alaska 564, ready to taxi. We're short of Alpha.
Alaska 564, Boise Tower, runway 10 right, taxi via Alpha Juliet.
10 right via Alpha Juliet, Alaska 564. Alright, so they gave us 10 right, which is interesting. So Alpha and Juliet. So we're making our right turn here, and then I'm going to have to reprogram our departure. We're out of 10 right, and then I'll execute that. Alright, cool. That is now in and done. Perfect. You're on that page. Good. And this is Alpha, so we're coming out. We're making our right turn on Alpha. We're going all the way down Alpha to Juliet and holding short of 10 right. Any alternative for AMD GPUs? NVIDIA. I feel like those are the only two options. AMD or NVIDIA, man. Ooh, a Q400. You lucky bug, you. That looks great. Man, the Alaska Q400, chat. It sucks that they don't fly them anymore. That is a big suck. Love that airplane. Did you use MobiFlight or mini cockpit for your FCU? No. Plan on flying the A320 by A320 Neo by any boats. Yeah, you'll be good then, man. You'll be good.
Right, clear for takeoff. 10 right, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff.
Right, so he's giving everybody runway heading, so we're perfect at 102 for a runway heading. Happy to see you in the 7-3. Love me some 7-3, man. We had a greasy arrival into Boise earlier. Very nice. What was our foot per minute, actually? 72 foot per minute. Did you see the Majestic release some new images? I did see that, Pat. Yeah, very exciting, man. Very exciting. I really, really hope we get it before the end of the year, man. Really hope we get it. I'm going to fly that thing for like a month straight, dude. That's no exaggeration either. Literally going to fly it for like a month straight. Boise was your home base? Very cool, man. You were a flight attendant on the Alaska Q400? Damn. Love that little airplane, man. Just such a little workhorse. I know it's your favorite aircraft in the sim, and it's mine too, because you grease it. What, this airplane? I do love this airplane. You are correct. I do love me this airplane, my friend. It's just so good. The flight model, the physics, the way that the autopilot, everything, it's so good, man. Just it's going to be the same quality of realism as the FlyJ sim? I hope so, DZ. Because that, arguably, in my opinion, that's probably one of the best add-ons for X-Plane. The FlyJ sim Q400. Sorry, can you repeat for 564?
Alaska 564, crash on the 10 left approach.
Cross 10 left approach, Alaska 564. I was just going to send it, so I'm glad you said that. Hecap, what scenery do I have for Vancouver? I use VATSIM Studios. I have VATSIM Studios, and I also have FS Dream Team. I don't know which one is better. I think I prefer the runway textures of FS Dream Team, but I prefer the overall airport of VATSIM Studios, if that makes sense. But I do own both.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 10 right, Delta 1038.
We'll get Henry up here once we get airborne, chat. I bought him some new treats. We'll see how he acts with the new treats. Updating GSX now, and I'd recommend a bit of time to update. Still updating after 10 mins. Yeah, one thing I've noticed, Paul, about GSX is when it gets an update, I usually wait at least a couple hours because I find the servers just get absolutely hammered. And then it just creates a really slow. Do you recommend buying scenery through Microsoft itself? Sometimes they have better prices, Ryan. It really depends. Sometimes you can purchase it directly through the marketplace and the prices align a little bit better.
Alaska 564 to 910 right, line up and wait.
10 right, line up and wait, Alaska 564, thanks. Alright, landing lights are on, runway turnoffs are on, strobe lights are on, wing lights are on. We are lining up runway 10 right. Have you tested the RAS system? I have not, Jason, no. I have my simulator with a weird install, so I don't get the RAS program that comes with this aircraft. FS Dream Team Vancouver is $9.99 on the Microsoft Store. I mean, that's a win in itself right there, Ryan. I feel like that's probably worth it. I think the FSIM Studios is $20, pretty sure, and I think you can only buy it through their store or on Contrail.
Switching to departure, Delta 1038, we'll see you.
Alright, departure frequency is on 19.6. We got that plugged into our secondary radio. 19.6 is good. I forgot to do one thing. Auto brake needs to go over to RTO. Good. Alright. Remember, I used to get the RAS when the iFly first came out. I don't know what happened to it. You might have turned it off, and I think it's a setting in here somewhere. Might have turned it off. Thinking about getting the iFly. Think about getting it to fly with you tonight? Yeah, absolutely. Do it, Ryan. For sure, man. It'll be worth it. Runway heading 10 right, clear for takeoff. Alaska 564. Alright, friends. Joystick cam goes back on. Sounds get cranked. Y'all ready to go? Let's do it. Sight nose down pressure. Throttles advance to about 40%. Enjoy the departure, friends. Alright, stable at 40. Toga. Usually helps if you arm your auto throttle, chat. And Toga. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed is alive. .80 knots, we're neutral. Positive rate. You're up. Public departure 196, thanks for HTC, man. We'll see you.
See you, Cap.
See ya. Big Sky departure, hello, Alaska 564, runway heading 4,300.
Alaska 564, Big Sky departure, radar contact.
Alright, let's bump this guy over here. We'll go terrain radar. Good, let's go speed check, flaps 1.
Fix your change, please. Goodbye. November for Delta.
Let's go auto brake, off. Let's go runway turnoffs, off. Wing lights, off.
564, base guy, turn right heading 180, vectors to sail.
Right turn 180, vectors to sail, Alaska 564. Alright, 180 on the turn, good. And let's go speed check, flaps clean. One of the future flight sim ATC will be one say intention launches or AI Global 24/7 ATC. Yeah, we'll see, man. It'll be pretty cool. I'm honestly surprised like Microsoft hasn't come knocking and tried to like buy some of what's gone on. Just got vertical sim Boise and Syracuse. Nice. Yeah, his Boise is fantastic, man. It's really, really good scenery. Like I said, we were gonna fly to Spokane. But then I flew in last night to Spokane and I was like, wow, this scenery is just not very good. It's freeware scenery, but it's like, honestly, it reminded me of like FSX. So I was like, we can live without it. Tyson, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Direct sale 16,000, Alaska 564. Alright, LNAV 16,000 is already in. There's 10,000 feet. We're going to autopilot on, bring you guys back up into the flight deck, turn some of those sounds down just a little bit so we don't go deaf. And 10,000 feet, so we'll go landing lights off, engine start switches off, and seatbelt signs to auto. After takeoff checklist complete, friends. And there we are, climbing out of Boise. If anything, I expect Microsoft will want to have their own in-house AI-generated ATC. Maybe. Who knows? I mean, listen, Microsoft has been pretty good with working with the community and, you know, getting the community members involved as well. So we'll see. We'll see how she goes. Vertical Sim Ontario, yeah, fantastic scenery. Also one of his best, I do agree.
Big Sky approach, that.
Didn't Vertical just cancel Fort Lauderdale? He did. Yeah. Yeah, he released Southwest Florida RSW and then canceled Fort Lauderdale, which sucks. But I think if anybody has deserved being able to choose if an airport is just not for him to develop, I feel like it's Vertical. He does really good work.
Your radar contact 15 miles north of the Boise airport. You said you're looking to do over.
I would rather him be honest with the community instead of kind of dragging this along. You know what I mean? And who knows? Maybe it's something that he'll revisit in the future.
Roger,
you know?
1038. You're climbing out of my airspace.
You never really know.
Salt Lake City Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change.
You never really know, man.
Over to Unicom Delta 1038. We'll see you.
Last 564. You're also climbing out of my airspace. Salt Lake City Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Thanks for ETC, man. Have a great afternoon. We'll see you soon. Alaska 564.
Yeah.
All right. Over to Unicom. And we got our cruise level plugged in now. We're going up to 38,000 feet. Let's bug that up. 38,000. Flight level 380. Beautiful. That's good. That's good. That's all good. Nice. Life Begins at 40. What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. How do we know it was canceled? I believe he made an announcement on his Discord. Are you a real-life pilot? I'm not, Devish. I'm sorry, man. Nope, not a real-world pilot. I'm a real-world flight sim pilot, though. Some food for thought. I take it you'll be trying out the Majestic Q400. That would be a very smart take, yes. I was getting relit, now I'm getting Chick-fil-A for lunch. Ooh, lucky boy. Your graphic settings, please. Exclamation point MSFS. Very easy to remember. High-end preset, clouds ultra, trees and bushes low. Done. High preset, scroll down, clouds to ultra, trees and bushes to low. I take it you'll be visit the dispensary soon. Maybe. I have quite a bit. Henry, would you like a treat? Look at these fancy treats he's got. Look at these ones, chat. Duck with honey and banana. You know it's good when they list the ingredients right on the front of the page. Ingredients: chickpea flour, duck, ground flax seeds, honey, banana, baking powder, and cinnamon.
All trying to tell me that Captain Canada's first officer is a dog, a whole canine man. I've been on some janky flights, but this is next level, and not just any dog. Now this is First Officer Henry.
Yes.
My man be out here barking vectors, pawing at the FMC greasing landings. Meanwhile, y'all all still fumbling with squawk codes like it's a Sudoku puzzle. So here's a donation for the goodest boy in the cockpit.
Yes.
Give that dog a raise, a ribeye,
The goodest
and a radio
boy.
check.
Oh, Henry, can you speak? Oh, Gento. Good boy. We have to have Henry ASMR, please. Yes. This is what we pay for, Henry. Okay, you dropped some on me. Right here. Look. Here. It's on you. It's literally on you. Okay. Henry can I have a kiss? No! No, give kiss. No, kiss. Kisses. No, that's speak. Kiss. Gentle. Gentle. Good boy. This is Henry ASMR. Yes, we're going to start your own YouTube channel. Can I have a kiss? No, that's speak. This fucking guy, man. Kiss. Kiss. No, that's speak. I need a kiss, Henry. No, that's speak, Henry. You know the difference. Give kiss. Gentle. Chad, I think he likes these. I think he really likes these. Can I have a high five? High five. Show chat. High five. High five. High five. Don't hurt me. High five. High five. Please don't knock over my green screen. High five. Okay, close enough. Gentle. You dropped it. This guy, man. Okay, that's it. No more. It's all gone. You ate them all. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, get down. Good boy. Yeah, find whatever you dropped. Oh, this guy, man. Thank you for our Henry ASMR today, Henry. It was very nice of you. Henry sounds and looks like a bouncer. The way Henry says woof is so tough, dude. He's so funny, man. I wish Henry and Daisy met. Dude, I know. Henry would have been all about it. Daisy, I don't know, man. She was very picky. Very picky with the dogs she associated with. I don't know. But Henry loves everybody and every dog. Every time we meet somebody on a walk or something, he's crazy, man. Watching Henry on camera releases my anxiety cap. Thanks, dude. He's the best. He is a good boy. He gets into stuff a little bit, but he's a good boy. Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Do they have the same personality overall? No, they're very different. Very different. But don't forget, Daisy was older, right? Like, Henry's still a puppy, man. He's literally 1 year old. He's a puppy through and through. You watch him, like, the way he's literally interested in everything. Dude, we were on a walk the other day, and there was a butterfly that was, like, flying, like, I don't know, like 20 feet away from us. And he was just absolutely enthralled with the butterfly. Like, he could not believe what he was watching. He was literally just, like, staring at it. He's hilarious, man. Big ass puppy. He is a big boy. Yeah, he is a big boy. That good boy, Henry. Okay, can you go lay down? Go lay down, buddy. There's no more treats. They're all gone. We ate them all. Can you go to your bed? Go to your bed. Good boy. Go to your bed, buddy. Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Good boy. I'm surprised you didn't take my green screen down when you tried to give me a high five. Imagine a squirrel. Dude, sometimes we have a ton of bunnies around us. Rabbits, wild rabbits. We go outside every night, man, like for his like final bedtime pee. And dude, sometimes he literally just stands there and he won't move for like 3 minutes just staring at a bunny. Listening to the stream and not watching it, the SMR is insane. I can agree, Andy. Majestic Q400 would be cool for me to fly, but sadly I won't be getting it as they are really slow and hence jet-powered airplanes are much faster than propeller aircraft. I mean, yes and no. The Q400 can go pretty quick. The thing with the Q400 is like its service ceiling is like 25,000 feet or something. 27,000 feet. It doesn't go very high. But I mean, once it's up to cruise, it's not like it's not... It's anything above 10,000 feet, it's going to be slower. Anything under 10,000, it has no problem staying up 250 knots. Chase O, thanks for your support, man. Welcome aboard. How much does he weigh? Sorry for the rude question, Henry. Last I checked, he was 75 pounds. It was like 73 pounds or something. I should probably check him again. I haven't checked him in probably a good like 2 or 3 months. But when I first got him, he was just over 50 pounds, but he was literally skin and bone. He's put on a lot of weight since I've had him now for... How long have I had him? I got him at the end of November. So November, well, we'll call it December, January, February, March, April, May. So we're coming up on 7 months. Had him for 6 months. Almost 7 months. What is in my hand? Nothing. Yes, absolutely, DZ. He does have little prebiotic chews that he gets. Yep. Filled with all kinds of goodness. I also have him on some pretty expensive, high quality food. So he gets a lot of that from his food that he has as well. It's a mini saxophone. Nice. My Golden was very interested in a baby bird on our lawn last night. The bird's mom and dad were not happy, kept dive bombing my dog. He was confused as to why the birds were flying so close. Dude, that's so funny, man. Was he tripping on magic fungi? I hope not. Definitely hope not. Good to see you, Vladdy. Welcome back. Can only go Mach 0.82, Mach 6.2, and Mach 7.8 is normal cruise speed on medium haul. flights using jet-powered planes. Yes, correct. But there are certain flights where the Q400 just makes sense, right? If you wanted to, let's say, load up and do like a short flight or something like that, the Q400 makes a lot of sense for something like that. Take a blinker on short final. Dude, those are rough. The blinkers on short final, especially this one, dude. This thing has been kicking my ass, man. The bubble up, kicking my ass, dude. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying the content, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Do the channel a huge solid. This is stream 1 of 2 today. So we have another live stream happening at 7 p.m. Eastern time. We're going to be flying from San Francisco up to Vancouver. And we should get a nice, like, sunset-ish arrival into Vancouver because of the time difference. So it should be nice. Peteni, thank you very much for your support. Welcome aboard. YBR to YYJ, 15-minute flight time, perfect for the Q400. Dude, so good. So even like they fly the Q400. Have you ever seen Castlegar, Average Aviator? They call it the Canadian Innsbruck Castlegar. Hell, even the flight from Vancouver to Kelowna, beautiful for a Q400. 45, 50 minutes. Cancelgar, is that what they call it? You ever flown to Kelowna on sim? Absolutely. Touchdown. Yeah, all the time, dude. Weather's going to look gorgeous all week in van. Get ready for some visual treats upon landing. Nice. Looks like there will be no more stretching in Texas. All is illegal now. All dispensaries are closing for what I heard. Welcome back to the 15th century. Back in my day, in the 1500s, Texas is so stupid. Pardon me, any state that is not legalizing it and gaining tax money out of it and continuing to allow the gangs and the cartels to thrive by bringing over garbage marijuana, absolutely idiotic. There's no other word for it. It's idiotic. We're at the point in our lives where we have enough science evidence and facts that prove marijuana is much less harmful than alcohol, tobacco, whatever it may be. It's absolutely ridiculous, and I feel bad for the people of Texas. I truly do. Whether you want it legalized or whether you don't want it legalized, we're not in the fucking 1800s anymore, man. This isn't about, you know, the devil's lettuce. It's just crazy to me, man. Absolutely crazy. All it takes is a quick few little Google searches. Find out how much tax revenue the states that have it legalized, California, Colorado, Illinois, a little bit of research, see how much money that they are generating off the legalization of marijuana. Tell me how that wouldn't free up so many resources as well. I feel, and hear me out for a second, chat, and I could be wrong, isn't Texas a... Don't the jails pay police money to put people in jail? Like, I forget the exact word for it, but I believe the jail system pays out when people are arrested and brought to the jail and that type of stuff. And I think that's probably the one big issue with it right there. Is that, man? It's just wild, dude. Kentucky Reesline legalized it. We're thriving so far. Anybody does, man. Anybody does. Ecap, you ever consider trying DCS? No, I'm not a mill sim type of guy. I'm very much a commercial. Let me sit in my nice cockpit, in my nice big cockpit. Travis, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Florida is in the medieval times. It's Florida for Pete's sake, and even though I don't partake, just makes sense to legalize it. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, dude. The government hates weed and really psych drugs because it makes people think and understand that we're all puppets in their game. Could be. You never know, man. I don't know, dude. Canada legalized nationwide. Canada legalized marijuana now I don't even know how many years it's been legal. It must be going on like 6, 7, 8 years now. And it's been, you know, it's, yeah, okay, sometimes you walk down the street, you may get a whiff of something, but like, come on, man. You're going to tell me some dude who wants to smoke a joint and watch a movie in his house is more of a threat to society than some guy who's ruining his life and ruining his body, spending all his money at the bar, drinking beer and liquor every night, getting into fights, causing problems. It's wild to me, man. DZ, it's fine, man. Like, listen, I'm going to agree with you. It affects everybody differently, right? But, you know, at the end of the day, if you're going to make alcohol, tobacco, and all of those other things legal, marijuana deserves to be right up there with it, man. It really does. And whether it's right for you or wrong for you, we have enough proof that, that, you know, the other things that I've listed are far worse for you, man. American weed legalization generally comes down to states' rights, which I'm honestly in favor of running back. But keep in mind the OG argument for the states' right was segregation in schools. Yeah, well, Canada is a unique democracy, unlike anywhere else in the world. It's governed by 2 rival cell phone companies and a powerful grocery store. Not wrong. Ecap, I've not been here in a while. Is this 2020? Stupid question, but I know cannot tell. Yes, this is 2020, man. You flying to Boise? We landed in Boise and we just departed out of Boise. We're actually on our way to Portland. On our way to Portland. I mean, for me, Sean, honestly, dude, I've had my if you want a cool short read, check it out. Which one? Sorry, Vet, I didn't see that. I had my medical license before it even became recreational. So I've had a license I still have my medical license. I actually got rid of my medical license when it became recreational, and then about 2 years ago, I went back and got my medical license again. So. Silky smooth. Well, easy now. It's just crazy to me how socially acceptable alcohol is, and we know the bad things that come from alcohol. That's what truly blows my mind. It's just socially acceptable because it's been, you know, we've been bred that way. Not bred that way, but you know what I mean. We've been groomed, if you will, to believe that alcohol is socially acceptable. I can't wait till the point where we get there when we're like that with weed, where it's just, you know, hey, live in Tennessee, we only have THCA legal, so when I head back to Chicago to visit family and try and stock up, yeah, there you go, Ryan, for sure. For sure. I love the Boise airport, great airport. It is a very nice airport. Yeah, we had a great arrival as well. All right, friends, we are 66 miles from top of descent. Now, what is the weather doing in Portland? The winds are now 170 at 5, and they're still using runway 28. All right. That's all we needed to know, chat. 190 at 5, 8 miles, rain, few at 7, scattered at 14, overcast at 25. Gonna be nasty. What airline are we flying? We are flying Alaska, but we're flying it with the Honoring Those Who Serve livery. It's very nice. Very nice. But you need a license still if it's legal? I don't know much about living somewhere that's legal. No. So I got my license because I can get a tax break. So every time I order through my medicinal card website where I order my medicine from, I can claim that on my taxes at the end of the year. I can't do that if I'm just buying recreational. So it was a way of me to kind of save a little bit of tax if I order directly through my medical license. Yeah, I agree with that, Kavetta. Like I said, man, I personally think half of the reason why Texas didn't legalize it is because their police would have nothing to do. Or they would actually have to do like real work. They would actually have to find real criminals instead of just pulling people over. Smell marijuana in here. You got any marijuana on the car? You know what I mean? It's silly, dude. What's the flight for tonight? We're going from San Francisco to Vancouver. Air Canada MAX8. Air Canada MAX8. How was the Seattle departure? It was nice. Extremely bumpy. Like, probably some of the bumpiest weather I've seen in the sim yet. I agree, touchdown, 100%. Any clue if there are any high-fidelity E-jets? No, not yet. Don't smoke and drive. It's still impaired driving. Correct. Yeah. Plane spotting in Houston was fun. Dude, I was checking my corners literally more than I was watching the airplanes land. Never again do I want to go back to that shit, Kev. Literally reminded me of, like, being a teenager again. Yeah, there's one in development, the E-Jets. It's been in early access. I'm sure you know about it, Boeing fan. The FSS E-Jets that have been in early access for 3 years. Such a criminal. Nah, man, I never got into, like... I had buddies and shit, man, that, like, went down that path of, like, stealing cars and stealing radios and doing all that shit. I never got into that, man. I was always I just wanted to chill, dude. I just wanted to chill. Now, I did get into my fair share of recreational drugs growing up as a teenager, for sure. I've done a lot of things, minus the hard stuff. But, yeah, I was more chilling, man. I was more about chasing girls, playing PlayStation, hanging out with the boys, playing hockey, baseball. I was more into that, man. I was never into, like, the criminal activity, if you will. And Dan was on the lookout for speakers making fart noises, exactly. If I gave you a super chat, would you fly from Boise to Palm Springs? That's a good one, Alaska. We obviously can't do that now. So maybe hold your super chat, but that's a flight I would like to do eventually. I love flying into Palm Springs. Going to Quebec to bypass the age limit for booze. Damn right, dude. On my 18th birthday, my stepdad actually took me to a strip club on my 18th birthday in Quebec. You have to be 19 to drink everywhere else in Canada. 18 in Quebec. Yeah, for my 18th birthday, went to a strip club and got drunk. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun. Auto ATC is giving me messages. All right. In Alberta, minimum age is 18 for everything. Oh, is it 18 in Alberta as well? There you go. All right, friends. We are 36 miles from drop. Let's see what we're doing here on the Hood 5 arrival. We're taking it out to Schaefer. 6,700 feet, 210 knots at Schaefer. That's some very precise altitudes. So 6,700 feet, we'll plug that in. 6,700 feet, and we'll have a look-see here down at the FMC, and we'll just make sure that it's got all of those. Schaefer, 210, 6,700 feet. All right, beautiful. We're looking good. It's got all that in there, friends. 32 miles till drop. Nice. We should get some beautiful visuals. I mean, it has been pretty beautiful the entire flight, but should get some really nice visuals here coming up as well. Where did the face cam go? Did you take your shirt off? Nope, we're stretching. We are stretching. I'm actually just going to finish my stretch, and then I'll be back on camera. When are you going to be next? In Austin. It's a great question, James. We haven't flown. I wanted to do some Dallas love ops this week as well. Some Southwest Dallas love ops. So maybe we'll see Austin. Who knows? Do we have any good scenery for Austin? Here in the UK, they do roadside drug swipes. Positive for cannabis will give you a 2-year driving ban and unlimited fine. Y'all motherfuckers really living in the 18th century. Sheesh. Heard Captain Sim is meeting in the boardroom to discuss the high-fidelity E-Jet series. Their talks with Latin VFR for their expertise in jets. Nice. Flight Sim Life, 52 months. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, man. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. 52 months. Absolutely incredible. Huge no floaties, buddy. Thank you, man. Good to see you. I hope you're well. And thank you for the continued support of the channel, man. Very, very, very kind of you. He's chasing 5 years. Have you ever used X-Plane 11? Yes, I have thousands of hours in X-Plane 11 Astrojet. Thousands and thousands of hours. What was our actually... I know we're approaching some pretty... Yeah, we're at almost 40... Well, we'll be at 4,600 hours after this one. X-Plane 11. Where is X-Plane 11? How many hours do I have in X-Plane 11? X-Plane 11, I have 4,262 hours. He was the godfather of X-Plane 11. Yeah, Jordan, it's crazy, man. DFW to Austin is only about a 30 to 50 minute flight. Seems only American and Delta operated. American is in the MAX. Cool. Just picked up Cities and Skylines. Dude, great game. You can literally lose hours of your life playing that game, man. It will just disappear. Hours. Alright, let's get some tunes bumping here for the rest of the flight chat. First or second, Cities and Skylines? Oh, the first one is the one I've sunk more time into. I don't have a lot of time in Cities and Skylines 2, but I do own it. Never, Sean. Never, ever. Alright, 13 miles till descent, friends. Got a nasty 71 knot headwind right now. I'm so happy I turned my AC on. Got the humidity out of here almost immediately. Need to re-download Delta Force? Dude, I love Delta Force, man. Play the shit out of that game. CS2 isn't quite the game as CS is, but it looks nice, and streets as road buildings are probably best of any game. It's good, yeah. I stopped playing Counter-Strike as well, man. Just toxic environment, man. I feel like you can't even have fun. Flaps full, we're doing a flaps 30 landing, as always, usually. Big runways here in Portland, so we don't have to worry about anything. Mark, who I'm flying. My friend Les, who you see in chat all the time, owns an airplane. We're flying his airplane down to Providence. Oh, you're talking about Cities and Skylines. Why was I thinking about Counter-Strike? CS2. Yes, you are correct. Cities and Skylines 2 is a huge step forward. I do agree. One thing that I don't like about Cities and Skylines, though, is the endless DLCs. That's where I feel like they could do better. It kind of feels like a money grab. The endless DLCs, man. DLC for this, DLC for that, DLC for this. The things that should be incorporated into the base game. Just got Planet Coaster 2 last week. Pretty fun. Love that game as well. Yeah, love those types of games. You have to go through customs in Providence or stop earlier and go through? No, we have to go through, so you have to like pre-file a bunch of stuff, Nicholas. So I had to send off my passport, I had to send off my Nexus card, I had to give them the address where I'm staying, my Airbnb. I had to provide a bunch of information, like you pre-file, and then when we land in Providence, we go through customs and then we're through. But I'm pretty sure custom just meets us at whatever, I don't know if we're staying in Atlantic or at Signature. I don't know where we're, not quite sure where we're parking the plane. Breaking news: Canadian discovers how ass backwards American capitalism is. Oh, don't worry. I travel to the U.S. at least 2 or 3 times a year, so... Does Air Canada go to Providence? No. If I were to fly commercially to Providence, it's kind of a... It would either be like Ottawa to like Washington Dulles or Washington DCA, and then Washington to New York, and then New York to Providence. It's kind of backwards. I'm going like all the way down southwest to then go all the way back over. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. You go on your bed? You be good boy? Yeah, you'll be good boy. Go on your bed, buddy. On your bed. Henry. Bed. Thank you. So a GA plane, I think I missed that part. Yes, it's a GA plane. It's a Beechcraft Sierra. Beach Sierra. And it should take us just over 2 hours to get there. It's like 2 hours and 20 minutes or something like that. Let's start working on some stuff here. 1113 for the ILS. 1113. Get those plugged in. Good. Front course will be 283. Look, I hope we're having a wonderful plane. Sebastian, good to see you, man. We are having a great day of flying, dude. Anytime I get to jump in the iFly MAX8, I have a great time. I love flying this airplane, man. All right, 283, 283. We've got the ILS frequency set and our Barrow minimums 281. Barrow 281. We'll set those. That'll be fun planning to help out with radio. Oh, I'm going to do all the radio comms, Will. Hell yeah. I'm going to do all the radio comms. Les has no problem. I think Les believes in me more than I believe in me when it comes to radio comms. So yes, he will let me do all the radio comms. I can't wait. I think we're going to be, it'll be like Ottawa departure, then Montreal Center, then probably over to New York Center. And then, I don't know who it would be from there. Does Boston or New York cover Providence? Where's the toga button in this plane? It's right here, this top screw. Let's see how it goes to a little pointy button. That's your toga button, that screw right there. Alternatively, you can just also hit the toga right here. That also works. Need to get your IFR? Yeah. Should stream the flight? I don't think we'd have cell service. You know what's funny is I could probably stream the taxi and the departure up until we lose cell service. I don't know at what altitude, 4,000 feet, 5,000 feet? I think we're planning to cruise at 9,000 feet. I think that was the planned cruise altitude. 9,000 feet. You can take a Starlink? Nice. It's a Beechcraft Sierra, Sean. Beach Sierra. Still waiting for the JFK Newark LaGuardia stream. Might be waiting a little bit on that one. Channel your inner citation max and do a video? Well, Les has all the camera recording equipment and the mounts on his airplane, so we'll have to see. I can speak to him about it. Maybe it's something that he's interested in doing. Maybe we can make a video out of it. Like I said, I do plan on making a bunch of content. I do plan on doing like a live short at the expo. So yeah, just kind of me walking around the expo, taking things in. I think I'm going to bring my gimbal, so. Alaska Avgeek, thanks so much, man, for the $2 donation. Appreciate you, man. We will add that to the list of potential flights this week, man. Thank you for your support, dude. Appreciate you. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have a friend that is a PC-12 and he uses the Starlink in it and it works perfect. Interesting. Don't piss off Syracuse Approach. Just let you know if you're passing through that way. All right. I don't think we will. We might, but I'm not sure. Could you walk me through the charts menu in the iFly EFB? Nick, I don't use the charts menu. I just use my Navigraph. I just prefer having the actual Navigraph app kind of just running. I'm not quite sure how the charts work. I think you have to have your Navigraph linked to it, but other than that, Yeah. I'm going through the flight that's closest to me on Flight Radar 24 and do it tomorrow or the weekend. I don't know. Does this plane work in 2024? Not yet. They're working on a compatibility update. Jean, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well. Happy Thursday, man. Happy Thursday afternoon. What is the altimeter in Portland? Altimeter is 3017. So we can bug that up now. 3017. Get that pre-selected. And we'll go auto brake 1. We'll go auto brake 2. Should be good. Is there a toggle button on the Airbus like there is Boeing? No. Airbus, you just advance the throttles into the detent. They have detents. What's the difference between this and PMDG? Well, one is a MAX, one is an NG. Obviously, different flight models, different sounds. Yeah, this is apparently the tablet that comes from Boeing, Kev. And I do agree with you that most airlines probably have their own kind of, you know, tablet EFB that they use. I don't think too many operators go with, like, the stock Boeing one. No, you're fine, Jet. Would you recommend the Rolls-Royce or GE engines for British Airways for the 777? Depends. I like them both. Is that weather a mountain on the display? Those are mountains. That's terrain. There's no weather weather radar. Ooh, getting a little bit bumpy again, chat. A little bit bumpy. Hang on tight. I mean, nothing's probably going to beat the Seattle weather, but definitely a little bit bumpy out there. Perfect Thursday today. Rain outside the window, coffee on the side table, Cap Stream on the secondary monitor, Minecraft caving on the primary. Hey, Sebastian, that sounds like a wonderful day, my man. A wonderful day, sir. We're back up on camera. Pretty sure the planes comes with nothing there, but again, I don't know if it's discussed during the negotiations or delivery. It's empty space. Yeah, I'm not sure. Listen, I will say this. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that it does have a tablet. I do agree with you that this is like probably, I'm not going to say one of the worst. I don't think that's like a fair, but it's definitely one of the more task saturated. You know, the fact that I have to go into like 8 different menus just to get to like the one menu that I want to get to. Yeah, it can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. But I feel like once you learn it as well, it's you kind of remember it, you know? Hey Gap, when does Bluebird 7.5 come into the game? What kind of range do you think it will be capable of doing? I don't know what the range is of a 7.5, to be honest with you. It's a good question. I know that it can do transatlantic. They don't really do much transatlantic stuff, but I know that it can. I'm not quite sure what the range is of a 7.5. Seven miles. There you go. So you can go exactly from LaGuardia to JFK. The only flights you're allowed to do, as per Davis's recommendations. Good to see you, Davis. Only 2 hours and 50 minutes late today. I feel like we're getting better and better. Iceland Air does Seattle to Reykjavik in the 752, I believe, so definitely has range. Definitely does, yeah. There's some FedEx 76s in Europe that have flown over the ocean, and 75s too, I believe. I don't know if FedEx sends the 7.5. We'd have to check. Maybe. I don't know if they send that transatlantic, though. I'm not quite sure. Hey, Gigliotti, is good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Happy Thursday afternoon. Welcome, welcome. I think we have a speed restriction, 270 knots. 280, 270. Where are we? I think we just passed Yentl. We're at Robbie. Where's Robbie? Ah, we're over down here. So 270 above 13 at Robbie. We got Hood coming up here, 250 between 9 and 15. So we definitely should be able to hit that. We're passing through 18,000 now. So we'll go standard barrel, 3017 on that bad boy. Guess the argument would have been that it's probably still better than having the books and binders and stuff that can fit on 64 gigs or less. Yeah, there you go. Right Dog, what's up, my man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. Johnny Sins, good to see you as well. Welcome aboard. Hope you're well. Happy Thursday afternoon. Remember, friends, we do have another live stream tonight. We're going to be flying from San Francisco to Vancouver this evening for our evening stream. Air Canada MAX8 ops. And Air Canada actually sends the MAX8 on that flight, so it'll be nice. Do you do streams every day? I do not know. Exclamation point schedule in chat. Streams are on Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We have 2 streams on Thursdays, though. Mr. Seal, good to see you, man. Welcome aboard. Vaughn Williams, welcome back, my friend. I hope you're well. Do you have an Xbox? I don't. I have a PS5. Holy shit. Flight Sim Life. 20 gifted members. Chat. 20 gifted members. What an absolute legend. Huge no floaties to you, my friend. Thank you very, very much for the support. Flight Sim Life, guys, let's get some massive no floaties in chat and some huge love, especially if you got a gifted membership. 20 gifted members. Unbelievably kind. Thank you very, very much, Flight Sim Life. I appreciate you, man. Good to see you back, and thank you for the continued support of the channel, man. That is extremely, extremely kind of you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, everybody who just got a gifted membership, if you're here, please make sure you thank Flight Sim. Thank you, buddy. Very, very kind, man. Could I add? Well, I don't have Xbox. I don't really use my PS5, to be honest with you. I'm kind of glad that I hung on to my PS5, though, because it looks like I'll be playing Grand Theft Auto. Oh, boy, that's a pretty heavy descent rate, chat. 4,300 feet in a descending turn. What are you flying and where are you flying to? Also, what airline? So, Landon, all of that information can be found right up top here in chat, my friend. We are flying Alaska. We're on the VATSIM network. We're flying from Boise to Portland. There's our speed. There's our altitude. That's how much time we have left in the flight. All of that wonderful information. Christopher, with a 31 months. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you, dude. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you for 31 months. Very incredible, sir. Huge no floaties to you. We got Mr. Zha dropping the $5 donation. Thank you so much, now. Appreciate you as well, my friend. Says, thanks for the Toga info cap. Much appreciated. Got you, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you very, very much. We got Mr. Nabil coming back as a first-class member. Mr. Nabil, welcome back, man. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, man. Alaska's your favorite airline? Nice. We are flying the beautiful Honoring Those Who Serve livery today. Why does it look like we're absolutely dive bombing? Because we kind of are. I don't know what's going on here with this descent profile, but it's not very happy right now. 4,000 feet per minute. Greetings, Cap. Just hopping in to see your face. Question for you. MK Studios or Aerosoft, both released on the same day. What are we saying is better? I mean, normally I'm going to give it to MK Studios. I think you're talking about the Dusseldorf that just released Blue Star. MK Studios sent me their Dusseldorf. I haven't had a chance to take a look at it yet. But usually, if you're saying MK or Aerosoft, I'm probably going with MK. Now, Aerosoft does do good sceneries. Don't get me wrong on that one. But I don't know. I'd have to look at them side by side. I think the problem with the which one do we have right now? We have a Dusseldorf right now, but I can't remember who makes it. But the performance is not very good. Pope Spice, 8 months. Thanks so much, man. This is 1 month away from a full gestational term of human fetus. Jesus. Hopefully the iFly makes it to 2024 soon. Pope, thanks for support, my man. Appreciate you. Our baby, our YouTube baby is almost complete. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you, man. The background is sick. Thank you. You know how I get these backgrounds, Mr. Steele? I just jump forward and I turn around and I take a screenshot like that. That's literally what this background is. And then it's just behind me. Keep back, we're doing a P-51 combat dogfight descent, dude. I don't know why, but we are. All right, intercept now for the ILS 28 right. Intercept is going to be 3,700 feet. So we'll bug up 3,700. Our speed is slowly coming back down. We're getting absolutely rocked around in this weather, which is to be expected. And we'll keep an eye on our descent here. We should look good. I'm going to pause the music. This song is about to end literally in 10 seconds. And as soon as this song ends, actually we'll just do it now. We'll just turn our sim sounds back up. There goes the music. That's done. Beautiful. Good. All right. Look good, friends. Remember, guys, if you are enjoying, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. There's over 300 people watching, but we have less than 200 likes. Something doesn't make sense with that, chat. Let's go speed check, flaps 1. I'm going to bug up 210 on our speed. That is the restriction. We'll maintain that. 210, good. So if you are enjoying the content, friends, don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button. Ground spoilers are armed. That's Jean's donation coming in now. Thank you again, Jean. Appreciate you, man.
Jean Marlewin donated $5 Canadian. Thanks for the toga info, Captain Kyle.
No worries,
Much
dude.
appreciated. Thumbs up emoji.
Huge no floaties to you, sir. Thank you, buddy. All right, we're going to arm our localizer. Hey, Cap, I have a Gemini 200 model that they make of this aircraft. Hey, very nice landed. Very cool. I don't have any... I have one Gemini model. It's a Virgin Atlantic A340 that was given to me by a friend of mine. Virgin Atlantic A340. That is the only model that I have. The Gemini model. I have a bunch of Skymarks. It's the only Gemini model that I have. Alright, I don't know why we're not descending. This might be problematic. I'm going to descend now at 1,800 feet per minute. I don't know why the aircraft was actually climbing. This is not good news. I think we're well above profile now. So bear with me while I try and figure out what the hell just happened with the airplane. Bring my speed back to 190 knots as well. And I don't know what happened to the approach into here. It was not a very smooth process, to be honest with you. But I'm working on getting us back on track here, friends. Bear with me for a second. Hamter, thank you for your subscription. Welcome aboard, mate. Ben Airbus, good to see you, my friend. Third leg back to Seattle. It's so short, man. We'll be live in a couple hours, don't you worry. All right, there's our glide slope. We're back on path, or glide path, sorry. I can kind of chill on this descent now. We'll go back to about 1,800 feet per minute. Not quite sure what happened with that whole process, but that is fine. Arc, 30 months. Huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, man. You can do a stream where you fly to my home airport of Tampa International. We have flown to Tampa many, many, many times. Yeah, you'll have to kind of just hang out. I don't know when the next time we'll be in Tampa, but probably sooner than later, to be honest with you. All right, localizer is captured. We'll arm approach. We have glide slope now as well. Beautiful. We can go... Man, this is so damn bumpy. We can go speed check and we'll go flaps 5 degrees. We're getting really close, but we should be good at flaps 5 degrees. There we go. I'll bring our speed back down to 180. Keep on bleeding that speed. 12.5 miles out, chat. Can't see anything right now. I know that we're expecting a crosswind arrival. We're saying scattered at 14, overcast at 25. So we should be through the soup at about 2,500 feet. I still have the ground spoilers out. I'm trying to bleed off as much of the speed as possible. One thing that I've noticed about this aircraft, and I don't know if it's just me, but whenever it gets kind of bumpy and turbulent, I find the aircraft really struggles to slow down. We have tower online, 23775. We're going to tune to that now. We'll bug him up. We'll get that ready to go. There's 2500. All right, ground spoilers are in. We'll bring 170 on the speed. We'll go gear down, flaps 15 degrees. We'll rearm the ground spoilers. Good. Flaps are coming out 15 degrees. Beautiful. We might as well set final approach speed now. So 142 plus 5. We're going 147 on the VAT. Wonderful. I'm going to get all my lights back on. Good, good, good. Let's go speed check. Flaps 25 degrees. And we'll call up tower and let them know we're on a about 7-mile final. Portland Tower, hello, Alaska 564, about a 7-mile final, ILS 28 right. Shafa, good to see you, man. Welcome back. Hope you're well.
The Portland wind 180.
Speed check, flaps 30.
At 7 knots, runway 28 right, clear to land. Number 2 following an Airbus A319 on the parallel.
Oh. All right. 28 right, clear to land, Alaska 564, thanks. All right. Yo-cam's going on. Man, this has been busy approach, chat. Landing checklist. Gear down, 3 green. Flaps are 30 and indicated. Ground spoilers are armed. Green light. Cabin crew has been advised. You guys have been advised. We've been cleared to land. 11 knot crosswind. Let's have some fun, shall we, friends? My airplane. My throttles. Good. Alrighty.
Welcome to Portland, exit right when able, hold short for Bravo.
We're going to be exiting to the left when able, chat. Oh, replay. Thank you, chat. Good eye. Good eye. We're recording. Beautiful.
Delta 38, taxi 2 gate, Delta 7 via Bravo, 3 Tango, Kilo, this
1,000
feet, welcome.
1,000 feet. Sounds up.
Bravo, 3 Tango, Kilo, gate Delta 7.
All right, chat, we got to get a nice butter here as well. That crosswind, Jesus. Almost like a quartering tailwind now. 6 knots. I love flying into Portland. This weather is a little bit spicy, though. That's for sure. Bang on glide path. We're looking good there. A little bit to the left of center line, correcting.
400. Approaching minimums. 300. Minimums.
Continue.
200. $100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Correcting. Hold it. Nose in. There she goes. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. Beautiful. Little bit. Oh my dear Lord. What the hell is going on with the runway, chat? 70 knots, reverser stowed. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Portland. What in the hell was that? Why are there divots in my runway? What the fuck? What happened with the scenery, chat? We must have landed in Quebec. It's an interesting one. It's okay. We're down. We're safe. Definitely not our smoothest. Well, I mean, it was a smooth landing, but I don't know if you saw those winds doing this on our tail end. A little bit funky. A little bit funky. All right, we're vacating, and we are vacating to the left onto Tango. One right here, chat. Good. Something's up with this scenery. There's way too many, like, hills and divots and stuff. It's weird. Tower Alaska 564 vacated Tango.
Alaska 564, do you have a gate today, or we can give you Charlie 17 is next to company?
Charlie 17 works for us. Thanks, Alaska 564.
Alaska 564, taxi to Charlie 17 via Tango, this frequency, welcome to Moreland.
Alrighty, Tango, this frequency, Charlie 17. Thanks for ATC, man. We'll see you soon. Alright, ground spoilers and flaps going clean. My goodness. I don't remember the runway being this kind of bugged up here. I don't know if it's just me, but like I can't even move. Hello? Move my plane. Thank you. Alright, runway turn-offs are going off. Taxi light is on. Start switches are off. Strobe lights are off. Wing lights are off. Go ahead and spool up the APU. Nice. Does anybody else have this problem with... This is the Portland V2 that released, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks ago. This is Portland V2. I don't remember it being that bad. Alright, Charlie... Hi, Henry. Charlie 17. Where are we going? Charlie... What did he give me? Charlie 17? I don't see Charlie 17. Where is Charlie 17? Did I already go past it? 15, 14... Oh, it's all the way around. Nope, I'm done. Charlie 17, it's this way. Sorry. Pardon me. Don't mind me. Not from here. I'm Canadian. Don't know how to drive. I got the V2, so I might as well. Yeah, it's weird. Do you have overlapping scenery? I have 0 issues with this version. I don't think so. Let me see. Like, I use add-on linker, right, Digital? Yeah, the only thing that I have installed right now is Flightbeam Portland. That's it. I don't know. Did you delete the other version? Well, yeah, I use add-on linker. So even if I didn't delete the other version, it's not in my community folder. But yes, yeah, like when I get like a version 2 or something, it's weird. It's super bumpy. Like almost to the point where I feel like, did you see the edges of the runways as well? Maybe the city update? I didn't think about that one. The World Update 10 or whatever, or City Update 10 or 20, whatever, which one came out? I didn't think about that. I'll have to check. Charlie 17. Was Portland part of the city update? I don't remember. I'm not sure. Clear your scenery folder probably still has V1 data. JJ, I have a separate folder where all of my scenery is installed. When I got version 2, I deleted version 1 and reinstalled version 2. So version 1 isn't even on my PC anymore, let alone like the data or whatever. Hi, buddy. Alright, Charlie 17 should be the next gate on our left. APU is on and available. We'll get the APU bleed on. We'll get the APU generators on. Good. We should get the isolation valve to open as well. Here is Charlie 17. JJ's right, it can sometimes be weird like that. Interesting. Doesn't matter if scenery that's ever been installed on the machine is in the index. Can you send me a DM, JJ, of how to check that? Like, I have no clue. I have no clue how to... I've never had to do that. He's right, though. Some of the stuff can remain persistently even when you delete it or uninstall stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've never had this issue with any scenery. I noticed it last time we flew in. Even runway 10 right when we landed on was a little bit weird. I have Steam. Steam Microsoft. I'm in Alaska at Charlie 13. I don't see the ground textures on your screen. I see on mine. Interesting. You don't see the ground textures you see in yours. Are you using version 2 of the scenery? Can't be the city update. Portland wasn't part of it. Okay, so I think JJ might be right then. It might be something that's kind of stuck in the... Maybe like I'm half using version 1 and 2? I don't know. So that aircraft is not there. That's a static airplane. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Delete the contents of this folder and try again. Okay. It's not going to like screw up my entire sim, is it, JJ? Where is this taking? I feel like I'm about to touch the wall. Sure, we'll stop here. That's where you told me to stop. Alright, gens are on, bleeds are on. Good. Engine number 2 is off, engine number 1 is off. Listen to these shutdown sounds, friends. Crank up the volumes for this one. It will re-index? Okay, cool. Masked, thanks so much for your support, man. Welcome aboard, dude. Listen to those spool downs. Sheesh. Request deboarding. I delete those every time I sim start. Excessive, I know. Jesus. Yeah, that's a little crazy. That's a little bit crazy. All right, well, there we go, friends. Parked up at the stand. Ooh, all right, hold on. Let's do an actual shutdown. Anti-collision lights are off. Hydraulic pumps are off. Probe heats are off. Window heat can go off as well. Yaw damper's off. Fuel pumps are off. Hey, fuel pumps are off, and our seatbelt sign is off as well. Welcome down, my amigos. Welcome down to Portland. Pretty nasty weather today out of Seattle and Portland, chat. It wasn't, I mean, of course, I'm flying in, so the weather has to be nasty, but make a backup of that file just in case, but I think it's safe to delete. Okay. If not, I would suggest 2024. It's better. You simmer down there. Simmer down. JJ, did you send me that in Discord? Can you send me what you put in chat right now? Actually, hold on. I can probably find it. JJ says, app data, roaming, Microsoft Flight Simulator, scenery indexes. And what do you do with that? Copy. I'm just going to put that somewhere here so I can remember to do that. And what do you do with that, JJ? You delete everything that's in there? Is that what you're deleting, my guess is? Welcome to the West Coast. Yeah, welcome to the West Coast when I'm flying. Keyword, when I'm flying in. This is what happens when I fly in. Get this nasty-ass weather. Nasty. All right, cool. We'll disconnect from you. Good. Other than that, I feel like it was a pretty good landing. I mean, for a 7-knot crosswind, 0.56 left side slip. So we were pretty much bang on the center line on that one, chat. So we really can't complain. You know what crosswinds are like in this sim. Good luck. Good luck. Looks like you have purple passengers. Yeah, probably from GSX. I probably have to re-engage the... probably a new livery, I think that's why. I just downloaded the livery. So you have to do the stupid fix that you do. I forget what it is, but... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Canada. Well, we're not in Canada yet. Tonight we'll be in Canada. Not right yet, though. I mean, good to see you, my friend. Welcome aboard. If I missed anybody over on the vertical stream, appreciate you guys hanging out, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go ahead and here. Good. All right. Let's jump inside the aircraft. Let's go to GSX. We're going to restart the Kutal script. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to go to my doors. We're going to close all of our doors. Close, close, and hey. Close. Beautiful. I need to come back down here. I need to go to systems page. We need to go to save and load. We have our replay loaded. I'm going to push that button now. Load panel state. Alright, that should get our engine spooled up and all that fun stuff. All the lights are on as well, so this will be good for replay. We'll make sure that our flaps are set to 30 degrees for replay. Beautiful. Bring And up 1. We'll go ahead and stop the recording. We'll watch that here in a second. You're all at the back of the plane. Everybody off. It's replay time. Replay time. Get those on. That's all good. Why is it still saying my doors are open? We definitely closed all those. Menu, systems page, back, doors. Chat, you saw me close the doors, right? Like I closed the doors. I don't think this will affect our replay in any which way, but I definitely closed all the doors. I don't know why. It did this to us last time, I'm pretty sure. And then once the engines are started, you can't close the doors. I'm a little bit suspicious. Pretty sure we closed all that. All right, set the replay button. Good. We'll pause the replay. We'll bring this in a little bit further so we can actually see what we're doing. That should be good right about there. Start here. Yes. Resume. Good. Let's jump outside. Oh, maybe all the doors do get closed on the replay. I think that's actually how it works. That might actually be closed. I still see all the pink passengers on the airplane, though. Nice. Very, very nice, friends. Well, I would say that today was a fun day of flying. Would you all agree with me, chat? If you do agree with me, please don't forget to smash down that thumbs up button, show the channel some love and support. I think that it was a very fun day of flying today. Some cool ops. Seattle to Boise, Boise to Portland. Yeah, you can see like all like the weird terrain. Like even look at my runway, dude. It's all, you looking at all that? See now the runway is all jagged? There's the correction. Hold it, nose to wind. Good, that one's coming down now. Hey, it actually wasn't that bad, chat. It wasn't that bad. There's the bump in the runway that we hit. So you guys are saying your airport doesn't look like this, so I'm going to have to do that. It's fine. Okay, so wait. JJ, I missed that earlier. Am I supposed to delete all of the files in that and then it'll redo it, right, JJ? That link that you gave me? What do I have to do with it? I delete the files in the scenery index or whatever and it'll redo my scenery index? Is what you're saying? So that's what I need to do. Okay, you DM'd me? Perfect. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate ya. Yeah, something's definitely jacked up with the scenery. That is for damn sure. Hey, at least we didn't have a Cincinnati where we flipped the airplane over. Do you guys remember that one? That was a spicy one. Well, mods, donators, and sponsors, I'd like to thank you all for coming to hang out today, and thank you for all the support that you give to this channel. Without you guys here, it just wouldn't be possible. Say it every stream, but I truly, truly do mean it. You guys are the backbone. You guys allow me to do this, and for that, I am forever grateful. So thank you all so much for the continued support of this channel. You guys make this shit happen, man. So thank you guys all very, very much for the support. Big old bump in the runway. Smack into that one. Sheesh. Well, at least we got it down, chat. It's all that matters. At least we got it down. Tyler, thank you for 51 months, man. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really do appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right, guys, for everybody else that cannot donate using a monetary value but still supports the stream through smashing down the thumbs up button, hanging out in chat, I want to thank you guys just as much, man. Thank you, everybody, for the continued support of this channel. It does not go unnoticed, and I am forever grateful for what you guys allow me to do. We are live again in about 3.5 hours from now. We're going to be flying some Air Canada MAX8 from San Francisco up to Vancouver. So if you're looking for something to do tonight, you want to hang out, please do come and join. We'll be on VATSIM again, so anybody is free to join. Should be a really fun flight. I'm definitely looking forward to it, and love flying some Air Canada, and I love flying into Vancouver. So apologize about the scenery being a little bit weird and giving us some issues. I'm going to look into what JJ was saying about my scenery indexes, and we'll probably have to run it back to Portland because I think the scenery's been kind of jacked up since I got it. So we'll probably run it back to Portland. Maybe not this week, but maybe in the following weeks we'll run it back to Portland. I am going to confirm that everything works fine when clearing out my scenery. So appreciate you guys being here. Guys, enjoy the replays. Have yourselves a great afternoon. And again, if you're coming in to hang out tonight, appreciate it. I see a lot of people having the issue on the forums. Yeah, okay, so that maybe that is why then. I'll have to look at that, JJ. All right, guys, have yourselves a wonderful afternoon. Appreciate y'all, and hopefully I catch you tonight. If I don't catch you tonight, the next live stream is going to be on Saturday, and we're doing a long haul. We're doing some Iceland Air ops on Saturday. We're flying from Reykjavik to Nashville. Should be a fun flight. Definitely looking forward to it. All right, guys. Happy landings. Catch y'all soon. See ya.